welcome back to the Sneaky Link Pod. Welcome back. I'm Henny.
I'm Janelle.
And I'm Elaina.
And we have a special guest today, Miss Anita.
You had your voices in the dark, voice there for a second.
Okay.
Our intro voices.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Our
Look at,
podcast
I told you as
voices.
soon as we start recording, he was gonna come around.
Yeah, look at
barking
he
at
was
me
barking
earlier.
at you the whole time.
The whole
We're friends now.
Yeah, you guys are. I'm glad that it's cool though.
Yeah.
Like he's not barking.
He's so fake sometimes. Okay.
Where's Coco?
That's what I said. We don't know. I don't know where Coco
He'll show up.
He'll pop up.
He'll show up. He'll show up.
Anywho, we got Anita.
Should we talk about what we're wearing today?
Yeah. Let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
I'll start. CPFM blazers.
Love them.
I love those.
Nike ID. They're a little dirty. Don't judge.
Did you?
Did you ID them?
I did not ID
Okay.
them.
So whose name was on the box?
I want to say it was Matt actually.
Like
MATT. I know Matt's not a size 5, but it was Matt.
Yeah.
I thought for a
MATT.
second you thought it was. I thought it was shoe half.
No.
I've been
Who knows?
looking
It
on
could have
the pod.
been. It could have been.
Size 5.
I'm not gonna even exit that out, but it was so hard. Okay, first of all, I did try to log on to the website when it did happen, and of course I couldn't. And then later on, fast forward a few months, I get on eBay and I start looking at what colors there were in my size. And as you can imagine, since my size is more rare, it was very hard to find something.
That was good.
I finally found something that had different colored checks because a lot of them out there, if you go looking at them in your side,
They're the same.
they're the same,
Or
or like
really bland.
bland,
Like, I've been looking for
yeah.
a long time for my size in a color that I like, and I have, or they're like super beat. And
yeah,
Yeah, that's what happened to me
it's
too.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got these for a good
IDs.
price too, though. I only paid like maybe $280 for these.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
And
and,
size 5.
and a 5 because
Yeah.
most of them
For
in my
Matt.
but the most in the seriously, like all the 5s that were way more trash than these were going for like 5+.
Yeah.
So I was like, nigga, no. So
How long between them coming out did you then?
Oh, I got them. I don't wait.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to CPFM, I don't ever wait. So I mean, I don't.
have all of the CPFM shoes?
The only thing I don't have are the Air Forces.
Oh, shit.
And that's because I haven't been able to find something that I like
Yeah.
in my size. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if I would have found something I liked in my size, it would have already been a wrap. But that's the only thing I don't own. So everything else CPFM I own. So you know me, I don't care how broke I am, how up I am, whatever. I'm gonna make it work if there's a release.
No, that's
you know what I
facts.
mean? But yeah, that's what I got on. What you got on?
Wait, what about the other?
Oh, my bad. I forget we be doing outfits.
All the full fit.
Fast fashion pants. I wear these pants a lot because I like all the pants, like Damien.
I'm glad like you're the only one that's wearing the olive.
Well, last time it was like
Yeah.
Damien was
It was an olive party.
Yeah,
It was literally an olive party last time. But
An olive party.
is this a thrifted jersey I got at the Santa Clarita Goodwill for like $1?
Oh,
There you go.
Some earrings.
cute. Okay.
Very
supply.
detailed. Very-
Yeah. But
No, I love the hair. I love the hair.
you like my hair?
I
I
do.
I did my nails. I got these on the
updo.
TikTok shop for $1.
Wow.
Okay.
Have they stayed on pretty well?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're not moving.
Okay.
If you're not watching and you're just listening, it's her nails.
It's
and
her
they're
nails,
cute.
yeah.
Yes, my nails. You know.
So, okay, Anita, what you got on?
I have the Air Force One High Summer Everythings.
Shout outs to Summer.
I think they dropped like 2019 and they had like a whole collection, like some apparel with it. But it's got the Pan-African colors, so the red, green, black, tongue. So it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of cool details, like the clear straps, and then on the side, like I'm a sucker for anything on the side of an Air Force One heel.
Yeah.
But she does a lot of like good things for the community, and like she's a really talented artist, and I
She
really
is.
never see anybody like with these on.
I haven't.
I've never seen anyone with
And,
these on.
and for someone that's from LA, like I never.
You would think
see
there'd be
anyone
more
with-
support. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the pants are from my clothing brand, Jungly.
Oh.
Okay. Clothing brand. How long has this been going on?
Well, these were made like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Like end of 2022. But I've wanted to do it since about 2018.
Okay.
But now I'm finally getting samples made and
That's
production.
I like them.
Yeah.
Can I feel
So hopefully, yeah.
I'm gonna just do it too.
I know you're kind of far.
It's giving issy miyake.
Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. But yeah, no more fast fashion.
Downstairs.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pajama shirt.
Okay.
And like this is more of like a pajama set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set.
I feel like with your style, I often see you like either in like a matching combo.
Yeah.
Or like
you
an
do that
overall
a
or like
lot.
a suit type of jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
It's because I sometimes I don't have time to think about what I want to wear, and so it's just really quick and easy, especially as you get older.
Monica said the same thing.
She did say that. She did.
matching set. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It saves time.
It does.
It saves time and makes a statement at the same time.
Yeah, and then you can repurpose the top or the bottom as I'm doing now. I'm just
This
wearing
is
the
true.
pants.
Yeah.
So yeah, well we can talk about that more later. I can show you what the top looks like, or maybe one of you guys can model it.
Ooh. Okay. Can I have it if I model it?
You can purchase it. I'll let you know the date of the
She
pop
said,
up
"Give me
shop.
this
Yeah,
money."
yeah.
Wait, did you say the shirt?
Oh no, sorry,
Eyeballing the
no.
shirt. I was eyeballing the shirt.
The t-shirt is vintage. I got
Pink
this
polish.
from Rose Bowl Flea, like probably 2018, 2019.
What was the price though?
So there wasn't as many people.
We gotta call
going
you
in.
out on that. What's the price?
I think I offered the guy $75. So
Let me
this
look.
is-
Let me look.
Who's? Oh, it's on Tupac.
But it does have the marijuana. Okay. Is it
So
really
yeah,
in the back?
so
Oh yeah.
yeah, still I
front
rise
back
on the back.
hip.
Okay.
Hip.
I understand
In
it.
the back of Pac on the shirt, it's obviously a cannabis leaf, but they're kind of resembling like angel wings.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
Oh, it does.
And I've never seen.
I can
like
justify that purchase. I can justify it.
Thank you. But I've never seen like a vintage shirt that's orange before, let alone a Pac shirt. So
True. With marijuana
That's it.
angel leaves.
Marijuana
you already know.
angel.
And on the
Me and Elaine are
up here,
smokers.
what are the specs?
I feel like you're fucking up the focus.
On this one, maybe, but on that one, no, I think he'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we go with the dogs.
Let's go. We'll edit it out.
Sometimes he walks
Sometimes,
by
yeah.
and it'll go out of focus, and I'm like, bro, get out of frame. My dogs be pressing me.
It's okay. It keeps us centered with the vision here.
You all right?
The frames are Marnie.
Big Marnie.
I-
Okay.
Yeah, I wear glasses, so these are prescription. So
Yeah,
I'm not
she's
just,
blind.
Yeah,
She's
I
like
need
me.
them to see. And then the scarf. This is from Pali Roots, so it's
Okay.
called a kufia.
I'm aware of Pali Roots.
Yeah, it's a Palestinian brand. So if you're wanting to support, show your solidarity, don't buy that kind of stuff from Amazon. Support that brand.
Come on.
What about jewelry?
This is a ring from Alligator Jesus.
I like it.
Yes.
I didn't wear any jewelry today, dude. I came like super
I just had
regular. I
necklaces
was like in a
on.
rush. So I have on women's Air Jordan 1, like denim. What I don't know, what were these
I
called?
think they are
Around
the
way,
denim.
girl.
Around what?
Around the way.
That was the streetwear name, I think. Yeah,
That
around
was
the way. Around the. I mean, I think that was
Wasn't that
the
the
street name. Around the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that's the
the
street
yeah.
name.
It
It
Yeah.
has like the little
Yeah.
bamboo like Jordan thing. I put the red laces in for pop. I think they're really dope.
Yeah, the red ones.
Yeah, I like them with
Make
the red
it way
laces.
better.
We said Frank.
Shout out to Cook.
Shout out.
Shout outs to Cook. This is one of his last
like the red
projects at
laces.
Jordan.
Yeah, the red
So-
lace. I love
Oh,
like
this
a
was his
lace
last
that pops.
thing?
It was one of his last projects. Yeah.
Well, wasn't he on the J Balvin's or?
Well, you have to
He
understand.
helped.
Well, it's how they roll out.
Okay.
So yeah, so like all these were designed like years ago, but they're
yeah.
rolling out now.
Yeah.
You get me? Well,
This
not
was
now,
earlier
but
than-
you
yeah.
know, yeah.
Yeah, I got some like Aritzia sweats on. I don't know. Are these fast fashion? I'm feeling
Yeah,
guilty
but
over
it's
here.
okay. We'll get you
I
laced
didn't
up
wanna
when
look for
my
pants.
stuff drops.
I know. I didn't really have the energy to look for pants, so I threw these on, and then I just got a Kith women's crop long sleeve.
Did you
Okay.
crop it or was
No,
it?
it came cropped.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Kith usually does really well with their women's stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
I finally stopped by the Beverly store this past week. I hadn't been able. I never go over to Rodeo. I hate going to that.
Exactly.
I
It's hard to
live-
find that one too.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
live on the it's actually because like it's right across the street from Louis Vuitton, so I always park and go down that. Like I park in that garage, so when you come up, you walk down that alley, and then I walk out to Louis.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So and it's like usually like parking is like not too bad, but anyway, yeah. So I finally went by Kith and I picked this up.
Oh, nice. One of my homies works at that store. Shout out to Grant.
Should have shared
I
that
got
with
some
her
friends of
before
an
she got
you
there.
said on Sunset, right?
No,
No, the
Rodeo.
Oh, the one on Rodeo. I got a friend out there too, Chris.
I haven't been to the Beverly one yet.
You guys are name dropping.
Even though it's been open for a while.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's my people. What up, Chris? But no, we got a lot of people at Kid that fuck with us. So like,
really?
I shout outs to the people that fuck with us. You feel me? So
They got a shoe coming out.
Okay, Janelle, what you got on?
Anyway, so I have on the undefeated Bape Adidas shell
I remember when those
toes.
came out.
I did a whole unboxing video
really cute.
when I was on Sneaker YouTube.
They've aged a little too, even though I know they were.
They look better like that though.
Yeah. No, I know. I remember. I remember because there was multiple colors of this shoe.
It was this one. There was a black pair, and then it was like reversed. The whole shoe was camo. Do I have those? With blue and black too? Do you? I don't know if I have. I also have this in a. Well, this is a size 5. I had to go a whole size
because they run big as
I remember
fuck.
asking for a. I don't want to say camped out. Like I waited in line for like an hour before the store opened to get these shoes because I really liked them.
AKA camping out.
Right.
What?
Wait, that was like
Good times. My mom was with me too. Oh,
2018 or 2017?
no, like I think 16 or 17.
Oh, okay, because that had been when it was
time.
like peak, time for Adidas. That's why there's like a line for those.
And I really like these. Yeah, so they've aged really well. I did an unboxing video about these, and then I also think it's funny that like some stuff that you've posted so long ago can still like help you out now, because during the pandemic, Adidas actually reached back out to me where they were doing this whole like unboxing segment thing on YouTube, I think. And they asked me to come on because I had done an unboxing video for these shoes so long ago. And it was actually the only like Adidas shoe that I ever like unboxed on my channel.
I gotta check
like,
your sneaker YouTube.
Oh yeah,
channel
so old. I tried to like keep up with it last year again, but editing is just so time consuming.
I know, and you edit our stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like,
You're already doing this.
You guys are like computer scientists to me if you're able to do all this stuff.
Dude,
'Cause I mean, looking over here, this is a lot. This looks like a space command center or something.
yeah, and edit inside a reel on Instagram is crazy. Like what?
Like 30 seconds on like
An app.
That's why I don't do those things. I'm gonna have to get like a little kid to help me. Like,
I'm gonna say they're gonna get your brand popping, so you're gonna have to definitely get a little kid
for
reals,
for
yeah.
sure.
I'll just ask my nephew. He's almost
True.
to that age.
There you go.
Free
He'll make it
labor.
work.
Yeah.
But I also have Levi pants on. They had like a really big sale during the holidays, and everything was like 50% off. So I copped like 5 pair of new pants just because I needed them too.
Yeah.
And then a Carrots Crocs.
Shout out to Onward.
Shout out to Onward and Foot Locker because they did their drop with Foot Locker too, and that's how I got this hoodie.
Okay, dope.
Shout out,
Crocs are really cute.
Yeah.
shout out Color Orange.
Shout out to
Reppin'.
Color
Oh,
Orange.
the color orange.
The Color Orange is in the building. Okay, it's in the building.
You got some yellow. We have like Thanksgiving colors.
We got
here.
the royal blue up here too.
Yeah, see, we're low key like color
Shout
coordinating
out
together.
to the
Okay, I
color.
like this.
got
It's very
this. Is this olive?
colorful.
I don't know. It's like a dim blue.
It's a blue, sorry.
dingy
It's like
blue,
a
yeah.
grayish blue.
Like a gray blue, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because I have the yellow tint. It kinda
Oh yes.
close enough. Anyways,
That's so true. I didn't think about the yellow. Okay.
A
So,
little catch up.
yeah, weekly
What
catch
have
up.
been up to this week?
Anything exciting happened this week, guys? Honestly, no, nothing for me.
I went to Universal with
Oh yeah, I saw you
Box
on the ground.
Lunch last week, and it was so they treated us, and we did the VIP tour.
What is box lunch?
experience.
You always be
It's-
talking about that.
It's so it's actually owned by Hot Topic, so it is
Okay.
like a more modern, hip, nostalgic store for fandoms. All
Oh, okay.
fandoms, really, yeah.
I always wondered, like, what is this?
It's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
store in the mall.
Oh, I've never
Oh
seen
yeah, it's
it.
a store. Yeah, it's a store in the
Yeah.
mall. Yeah.
I don't go to the mall. I mean, I do sometimes in Santa Clarita, but I go in for one thing
I
and
don't
then
think
out.
I don't know if they have.
Yeah,
one. Oh, they
they
do
don't
have
have
one.
one.
No,
Do
they do.
they?
They do have one at the Santa Clarita.
They sell
Mall. I
like
think there's one
fandom
at
stuff.
Anima. Yeah, so like a bunch of Disney stuff.
Okay.
Anime. Cartoon Network.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Got it.
Harry Potter, Star Wars, like, like all the fandom stuff.
All
but
right.
also nostalgic things like old school shows that you've watched before.
Got
cartoons
it.
and stuff. Yeah.
They wasn't in Kentucky, so I don't remember
Probably
seeing
not.
no
Actually, I
boxing.
don't know.
We don't have that
But
shit.
they're all over
Yeah.
the place now.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm one of their like ambassadors for their collective program that they have, and so they treated us to like a VIP experience at Universal for their new Harry Potter line that they're coming out with.
Okay.
What do they got at the line?
I mean, so obviously they have stuff for like all the houses. They if you check my Instagram, I had like this chenille like patch H on it because I'm a Hufflepuff. And then they have like some Loungefly bags that are coming out. I got like socks with it. I got a couple of different T-shirts that they sent that they wanted us to wear as well.
Okay.
So I did the whole VIP experience at Universal, which is really cool because you've done it before, right?
Yeah, the VIP at Universal is pretty dope.
It is cool. They feed you.
I did the VIP
The
for
food
the
spot is bomb. Hold
It's
on.
really good.
The buffet?
horror nights, and they fed us at horror nights too with
really?
VIP. Yeah.
I didn't know they did that.
I
there,
did
too.
because that's the only time I've been to Universal. And we did a VIP, and we went in. There was
An
food,
experience.
and there was liquor too. I was happy.
That-
Yes,
okay.
we got fed liquor. We could
Just the fact that
They don't have
fed,
that
you get
Disneyland,
fed.
right?
Yeah,
Liquor?
like
They
you
do
don't
have
get
liquor,
that.
but you got to go over to the other park. It's
No,
like,
the
but it's the same
buffet
thing.
is-
Yeah, the buffet
I'm
was
surprised
really
they do
good.
that.
There was a buffet as well. Yes.
Yeah. So
the
it's
buffet
the same.
is bomb.
And then we got a
place.
tour guide person
Yeah.
who
Yes.
like took us around.
Yep,
and
and
stuff.
got you into
Yeah.
the rides like you usually like
Front
at
of
a
the
Disney
line.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause the
but they
thing
don't
is-
feed you at Disney. You pay all that fucking money. And they don't
That's
feed
crazy.
you there.
The VIP doesn't even include your ticket at Disney.
That's insanity.
That part,
Like
yeah.
you
Oh,
pay
yeah.
like you
have to pay an
pay
extra
$6,000 to $10,000 depending, and like it doesn't even include your ticket.
We need to
That's
unfreeze
wild.
Walt and ask him what's going on.
We need to unfreeze
I'm
Walt.
not unfreeze Walt.
We should unfreeze him and be like, "What's happening?"
But yeah, if you ever get
It
the
might be
chance,
time.
The Universal VIP is amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool. I
And
don't
the food
usually
is fire.
I don't go on rides, so the ride part didn't really excite me. But they do take you on to like the big
Did you do the
rides
Mario
and stuff.
one, though?
Oh yeah, I did the
Okay.
Mario ride. Yeah, that
Oh
was,
yeah,
that
you
was
did it when
really
it first
fun.
opened.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I want to go to the Mario Land with SK.
The Mario Land's
yeah,
really
He would
good.
love to go.
Mario
He would love to go.
They gave us like the power bands.
No.
I'm
I'm anti all that.
I love it.
I'm not into it. I'm not gonna
love
lie
it
to you.
too.
I mean, yeah, I'm just like I'm not gonna
She's
lie
like, fuck
to you.
the man. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be fake and be like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm really not into it. But if you guys are, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, let you guys go off on that.
Yeah. Thank you.
True.
As long as it makes you happy and it gets you excited.
No, that's they shit.
yeah. I know. I was just
It
gonna
is.
say.
I mean,
me and
I'm
Henny are
indifferent
quiet in
'cause
this corner.
If I
about
can
it.
go, I'll go. But like, cause I've only been once. But like, I enjoyed myself when we went though.
I'm glad.
Yeah, of course. If
I
somebody
enjoyed
invited
myself.
me, I would go, and I'm sure I would have fun. I would make the best of it, you know. But
Yeah.
it's just a lot too. Like, you know, I don't know how people do it. Like they go, you know, a couple times a month or a couple times a week.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
I
Couple
can't
times
do
a
a couple
week.
times a week. I cannot.
Yeah,
I can do a couple times a week.
Maybe twice. It's a lot. I be getting tired.
Yeah.
I'm full.
I just
Yeah.
want to go for like a couple hours.
It is a lot. You have to mentally prepare. If you're not a person who goes somewhere a lot,
Yeah.
like myself, you do have to mentally prepare the day before.
sometimes, Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
You
I
be
just-
seeing the videos of people freaking out at like theme parks, like.
Oh, wait,
I just can't get down with the food they have there. It's always like cafeteria kind of food.
But
and,
not
now you gotta go
Disneyland
to
be
the right
having
places,
like
yeah.
there's something else though. Disneyland on some other shit. They don't be no
This is
cafeteria
really good,
food.
Yeah. That's when you go to like the little fast places, but you gotta go to
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
the
no, you gotta
spots.
go to the good spot.
And you can get some liquor at Disneyland, which I like. So
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
yeah.
which I didn't know. I thought they just served like beer and wine. That's kind of
No, they started
intense.
doing like a lot of really good drinks. Me and Leah got a little tipsy last week.
Oh, yeah.
I
y'all
saw that.
did.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
I went to Disney and then I went to Schmoozies. I never went to Schmoozies in that little corner. They had an affogato. If you don't know what an affogato is, it's espresso with ice cream. And then they were like,
Ooh,
"Do
that
you
sounds
want-"
amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. Affogato is really good. And they were like, we could put some Baileys in this. And I was
Oh.
like, hell yeah. That shit was so
Pour it
All right, well,
good. It was so good. I
guess-
was like, it was like a dessert and a drink all in
Oh
one.
yeah,
I
pour
was
it up.
like-
I love shit like that.
yeah, it was delicious. I
Sign
highly
me up.
recommend it. Like, or just make it at home. Fucking espresso, Bailey's, and ice cream. Fire.
You should make it next time.
I know. It was so good.
Yeah.
But then they had some other drinks there. They had this really good like fruited sour in a can. Like they can't give you the can, but at the schmoozy spot. And then I got some other drink, like some mojito thing. It was 10%. I was like, damn. So I got
10% is a lot.
Yeah.
For a drink, one drink.
Yeah. It was one drink. It was 10%. I was like,
God.
okay. So I got a little tipsy. It was a good day.
lit.
It was a good day.
I guess anyone can love a theme park after that, you know?
Yeah.
Drinking
Like half the time,
Bailey's,
like I
coffee.
literally just go walk around and like eat. That's why I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, I'm full.
Same, just chilling.
The snacks are okay. But moving on, we'll get off the theme park stuff. What did you guys? Wait, no, we didn't. We went to Roya's.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Sai. Happy birthday, my
Yeah,
guy.
we went to his birthday over the weekend. That was fun.
That was an industry party.
I'm
fucking dead.
Sai's birthday was an industry party.
Hey, those
Niggas was in the building.
Those cookies look so good. They look so.
Is that why you guys were there?
cookies were delicious.
No, we fucked with Roya and Sai, but like it
Delicious.
ended up being an industry party for a 1-year-old.
Did you hear what I said? Because you guys
Nigga,
were supposedly
Mamadou was in there.
the
Shout outs
industry plants.
Mamadou.
Yeah, 'cause
Shout
we're the
out
industry
Sobe.
plants.
Niggas was Matt Shoe Hefner came.
J Mac. I remember his name.
J Mac was in.
J-Mac.
Shout outs Kentucky.
J-Mac was
J
there?
Mac was there.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Bro, it was an industry
What
party.
isn't Shoe Hefner at, though?
Huh?
What isn't Shoe Hefner at?
No, he don't be at certain
don't be
things.
at
He
our
don't be at certain things. He don't come to us at all. We be like, we doing sneaky link anything. He be like, nope.
I FaceTimed him before he got there, and he ignored my call.
Let's
See?
FaceTime him right now. Let's
See?
FaceTime him right now.
He'll be like, what the fuck y'all want? If he picks up. If he picks
Probably
up.
knows that we
Put
be
him on the
onto
microphone.
something though.
Right.
He'll probably be.
He's like, these hoes.
Just
You
do
know
it.
what though? He's gonna be mad because last week he sent me the video of me saying he's the one in the Tom Sachs. He said, "Fuck you."
Oh, man.
He caught it. He messaged me.
Man, because I was loud too. I was like, Tremaine. But we still heard
I
mad.
heard it. Well, I heard it when you said it, obviously. But
I heard it too.
But when I was editing it and I was listening, I was like, I don't think
He'll catch it.
To catch
I don't know
so
if somebody
sure.
sent it to him or if he seen it and heard it, but he sent it to me and was like, "Fuck you."
You know, I thought that reel was going to like catch industry people's attention because of that Tom Sachs comment, but everyone was like, I still wear Ultra Boost. What do you mean?
No, they was on that Ultra Boost.
But no, we weren't even saying anything bad about.
Yeah, we really
We
weren't.
weren't. We didn't say nothing
We were
bad
just
about
saying it just
nothing.
doesn't, like, no one really like wears them today like that.
Tom
like, you don't
Sachs
see
is
them
Not
like
like
a
they used to.
weirdo.
Yeah.
Why isn't he like completely eliminated
Canceled?
from?
No, literally,
I
I remember.
Why are we
seeing
still
that
talking?
shit.
I heard he was doing rapey shit.
Yeah.
Is it because
That
he's
whole shit
a
came
white guy?
out.
Like
Oh,
that's
of
why we're
course.
giving him
'Cause
the
he's-
ultimatum. Like
Does he
anybody
have any more
else?
shoes coming out?
Probably not. They probably cancel all the
No, they
hoes.
did. No, that whole shit came out.
they had one more
There was a
coming
shoe
out.
No, he
coming
had
out,
another
right?
pair coming out.
Yeah.
I forget what color. What
Yeah.
color was it? He had a whole other pair coming out.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
canceled
that whole
it.
shit came out.
I know.
Yeah.
They canceled it. You
Well, I mean, it didn't happen, so
I don't
it's on
think I
hold.
heard it or- Yeah.
They didn't put James on hold, but I ain't saying that's another conversation.
I'm just surprised people still wear his shoes because it's like, dude, that guy's
But
weird.
James didn't rate nobody either. He just was like, I'm gonna get this money. He didn't rate nobody, but Tom didn't. He allegedly did some rapey shit. Don't get me fucked up now.
It's not even
Allegedly.
that. Like you really look into
Sexual
it, it's
harassment.
some like a whole nother thing. It's not just that. There's a lot of other.
Didn't he have some like weirdo?
He did
like,
weird stuff and like
He was like being mean to people and shit.
Yeah.
doing shit like Kanye was doing in the office.
He was.
Yeah.
What, he walking
Like,
around naked at one point or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Wild.
research further
Allegedly.
into it.
What office was this at? It could have been on Nike's campus.
I mean, we're not law and
might have
order
been
on this platform, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, like,
Nike after hours.
Yeah,
Nike
like
after dark.
where was this?
she set the tone of that. Because you really, it really did sound like that. You know what I'm talking about? Whispers in the dark. That was you earlier in the
I'm
intro.
weak. I'm weak.
I'm like, are we supposed to not yell on the microphone like that?
I try not to because it can get loud, but these dogs got me fucked up.
Sometimes we just be going in though.
Okay,
forgetting.
but shout out 215 Shooter. Is that
Yes.
his IG?
Oh yeah, shout out
Talk
to my
podcast.
guy.
Yes, was that his podcast?
Yeah, Niche
Oh,
Talk.
okay.
Oh, he has a podcast?
Yeah, 'cause that's what he was talking about.
That was.
I thought he was on
What
someone
he-
else's podcast.
No,
Oh, okay. That's
No.
fire.
I
What's
forgot
his,
friend that
But I
he
felt
was
like they were
with.
interviewing him in it. So
That's his
I was like,
podcast.
okay, he's on a podcast. That's his podcast. Man, shout out to you for having a podcast.
No
Yeah, I
facts.
think,
it takes lots. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's looking it up
Niche
right now.
Talk
What
right
it's
here.
called, so people can
Niche-
check it
the
out.
Niche Talk.
Niche Talk.
When did he start?
They started not too long ago, like maybe right before the new year,
But
or the
this
top
is-
of the
okay.
This is the thing he had.
yeah.
I
And
don't know if we can hear it.
I
they
like
were
their
just- I
set. It
don't
looks
think
pretty
so.
cool.
No, he's a
He's a
shooter
Rita
in
for the
real
Power
life.
Rangers.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
But
he
he briefly talks about us.
A group of my homies, which are ladies, they recently took to the trend of
We're female sneakerheads. Of course, people are going to assume we have sex for sneakers.
it was a satire video which was meant to be funny. In prime community fashion, entered all of the weirdos and haters, thus proving their point of like what they have to go through of being a woman in this space. The woman sneakerhead usually got the most exposure by exposing herself. Why should she feel like she have to subject herself to revealing herself like in a sexual manner in order to get buzz or to become popular? Now, at the end of the day, you do what you do. You feel comfortable in your skin and all that. Like, you grown. But that should not be the standard. They're doctors, lawyers, mothers, like anything under the sun. You don't have to portray yourself in a certain way to be a part of. At least you shouldn't. Sneakerhead is a guy and a woman, or female sneakerhead is a woman. Like, no, we're sneakerheads. We all love shoes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
We let it get that far. So we need to do better for our women. We need to do better for our sisters that are sneakerheads and appreciate them and give them the limelight that they deserve.
I agree with that, and I love him saying that. But I think there was a lot of men in the comments as well, like under our video, that like they weren't just hating, but it was also like, we're all just sneakerheads. There's no female this and that, and like I am a woman and I am into sneakers, even though I don't call myself a sneakerhead. Like, you know, but we are.
Yeah.
You know, like there is that intersectionality. Like I am a woman and I am doing this. So like, don't ignore the fact that I'm a woman. Like, no, I don't say I'm a female sneakerhead all the time.
Yeah.
Like, but that like, don't ignore the fact like, oh, we're all just this and that.
this one way.
Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, I get
The stereotypes that we brought
'cause
up
I'm not
on
trying
purpose.
I'm not trying to separate us in like two different directions.
Yeah.
but
that's just how it's always been.
There, literally,
Yeah.
I am a woman. I am into shoes. There is an intersectionality, so please don't ignore that. Is all I'm gonna say.
I have a question for you, because you are lesbian and you have no, we're gonna take it there because I would like to know.
Why
We're
did
gonna
you
take it
say
there.
it like that?
No, just hear me out. So, when I say lesbian, I mean like you're like. Look, I'm kind of gay too, y'all. Like, I'm not like, I don't consider myself a lesbian, but like, I've never had a label, put it like that. But
I got you.
I say this, the reason I say this is because like you're presenting mask, right? Mm-hmm. So my question for you compared to us and the struggles that we've dealt with, I just want to know, like, since you do, have more of a presenting mask appearance, have you dealt with the same shit you think we've dealt with like sneakers, or do you think dudes are like a little bit more like accepting or like more cool with you because like,
Well, I think, back in the day online where you couldn't see, what you're referring to as a mask, right? You just saw a screen name or, you saw someone reveal themselves as a woman on a sneaker platform or whatever, message board. There's no holds barred with that. Like, they'll just be like, hey, send a pic. Back in those days, like, send a picture of yourself, and they would harass you in that way. But when you're talking about in real life, I mean, obviously I don't, because that's what you're getting at, right? It's kind of like a brother sister kind of conversation, or friendship. But I mean, I don't know. Like, do dudes even have the balls to like say that kind of shit in your face?
In your face,
No.
Right?
No.
Well, I guess, have you dealt with that ever on the internet, maybe?
No, but I do get, sometimes I would get back in the day, like,
Before
like
the photo was there.
No, I mean, well, back in the day, I wasn't really posting pictures of myself. I was just posting pictures of my shoes.
Right.
Because when I started
But you were like a size 9 in men's, right?
Yeah, 8
You have a big foot. For a girl, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
No,
Like, let's
I do.
be real.
I do, yeah. So, and then you were getting with that with the whole shoe size thing?
Yeah. Because some people, like, if they didn't know what your gender was, right? And they see the size. They see the size.
Well, I mean, you can't really tell the size in a picture. Unless
True.
It's,
I mean, well, depends on how you listed it, because you may have put the size like in the picture or whatever,
Hashtag
or
and
like
stuff.
you know how people list shit and they'll sometimes put that information in.
Well, just for context, like it was always my first name and my last name as my
Okay,
Instagram.
got it.
Okay.
Sorry if that helped. I'm not putting you on blaster. I'm just
No, we having a conversation, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
we're having a
I'm not-
conversation. Yeah. So yeah, it was my first and my last name, so everyone knew I was a girl. But the thing is, like I'd post like a sample or some specific shoe, and then someone in the comments would be like, "Well, that's not a sample, or that's not that," and I'm like, "Bro, like." How do you know? It's a freaking picture. How can you tell from a picture? Do you have both shoes to compare or whatever it is? Like I don't have a specific example, but like there were things here and there, like early days of Instagram, I would say before 2014.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they would be after me, because it's comfortable. It's on Instagram. Like I said,
exactly.
Would that same energy be like implemented in person?
Nope.
Not at all.
So.
Not at all.
And a lot of these accounts that talk shit about you guys, they're probably like the one person with like multiple like burner accounts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that. Just people just don't have anything else better to do, or they're envious of like that you guys started something on your own. There's a lot of people that want to do things like this, and they just don't have the courage or the risk in their life to do something like this and have a group of people together, whatever the case may be, right? But I think I don't know if that answered the question.
No. I just really wanted to hear like your experience. To be honest.
I mean, I haven't had any like bad experiences
because I know sometimes it's different. I've dated like presenting mask women and stuff, and like I've seen like how I've been treated to like how they've been treated in certain situations. So that's literally. And
I think the way I am, I still hold my feminine side. You do. Yeah,
it's giving very much STEM.
Wait, what's that again?
A STEM is kind of like fem and stud at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But like you're not like I'm not saying that's you, but it gives.
Okay, I got
because
you.
Your style
if it
and
was
stuff,
if it was a label or category, I got you. Yeah, because I really am not all up to tune with all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he knows the lingo.
Yeah, I do not know any of the lingo. I'm just doing me. But I get what you're trying to say. So I can't speak for someone that, has like, fade, short haircut, whatever.
Right.
And is completely just masculine presenting, right? I can't speak for them. It might be different for them.
I think it's just like when I say presenting mask, like me personally, like this is turning into like a LGBTQ plus A pod now.
See, now she knows all the letters.
It really is.
But no,
but I know some of them like listen to us.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So like,
there's a lot of men.
mind you, this is a safe place, guys. This is for everybody.
Yeah.
So don't get that fucked up.
Yeah.
But no, I just said like presenting mask to me in my brain is very broad.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's like a large spectrum. It doesn't have to be a particular thing.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I said that about yourself, because it's not one thing.
Yeah.
It's very
correct.
broad.
Yeah. So maybe that's why I haven't like experienced anything crazy. Got it. Online, everyone's going to say some like slick shit. But, most people that are following me and things like that, they know me in person or,
Right.
I don't have random like attacks like you guys do. I think that's another thing.
No, it's gotten to the point where it's tiring.
Yeah, I think that's what differs from my experience versus your guys' experience. Like
Got
I
it.
don't know why it is that way for you, to be honest with you. Like I've never seen that in my entire life. Not even like on Nike Talk when they used to like flame certain.
No, I think now in
accounts,
like the newer generation of the internet, it's
Yeah.
just like I think trolling and bullying has like gotten to another level,
Yeah.
with like these different apps. So of course, like when we were on Nike Talk and like you said, most of the time, like there weren't things to identify us when you could see us.
Yeah.
It was a completely different thing. And this is also before the age, like you said, of like big social media and StockX, Go, like shit like that. Like there's so many different things that contribute to things now. So, you know.
I mean, Nike Talk was like forum based. So
Yeah, it was
it's like,
forum based.
When you look at like forums, like to this day, like Reddit and stuff, it's like you don't get a lot of that in that type of space. And compared,
It's just people talking.
Yeah, compared to like social media.
I see,
you're
like a
looking at
comment
pictures.
thread.
Exactly,
Yes.
where people can, like she said, like you have an image, you have a video, like you can personally attack what is right in front of you. And it's like you mentioned, like it's just easy behind a keyboard, behind a phone to say whatever you want. And like it literally, people will just say the most out of pocket thing. And it's like right out their mind. They just like move on to the next. Enter, moved on to the next.
I have a question for you guys. So like when you like, I don't know if you like use platforms like eBay and stuff to like sell some of your collection or whatever, right? Where you have to have like that customer service vibe and like send a message back and forth with a prospective buyer. But like, does that happen to you a lot where like someone's asking you about a shoe or like having a conversation about an inquiry and then like they're calling you bro and you know throwing it all out there, and then you're like, what do I do? Like you don't even want to say, hey, I'm actually a woman. Like I'm not
People
your bro.
always assume.
And then
no problem, broseph.
If it's just like once, then I just don't really.
If only they knew.
But which is funny because like I wear a size 4.
Yeah.
So like, why would you just assume a dude is looking for a 4? Like, oh yeah, maybe for their girlfriend, or maybe it is a reseller that wants to resell it. I don't know. Yeah. But like, it never crossed your mind that maybe the person who actually wants to wear it, you're talking to.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not an 8-year-old boy that's hitting you up.
For real.
So like, let's be real. But I think it's funny. Like, did you just ask that because it never came to your mind that I'm a girl?
Yes, like why isn't that in your? Why are you calling me a bro and all this shit and like sir and like
yeah,
you know,
it's like
it puts me in a
the sneaker person head whoever is a
male.
Is a man.
Why can't I flip sneakers and
literally
you know, like
I used to help one of my brother was selling like his collection and stuff, some of his collection, and so I was helping him on
Not Coco listening to you.
Facebook and
He's been into Janelle
he wants to be on the podcast.
OfferUp, I think, and like when I was selling like some shoes for him. When I would like message with whoever was trying to buy them, they were like, okay, yeah, bro, whatever. And then they'd meet me in person. And then I think they'd be so like,
oh yeah, that
thrown off.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, my homie that I used to work with at MAG, he used to be on his wife's account. So he would be talking as a woman, not talking as a woman, but like the profile would be a woman.
Yeah.
So like when he would meet up with the guys or whatever to buy the shoes, he would be a man, and so I think they would probably think that like some woman's trying to like come up and like, get some shoes off of them. Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to like tell them just so they like towards the end, just so they know that they just got like, you know, schooled by a girl. Like negotiation
Men's
wise.
egos cannot, and this is probably why they hate us, because I be saying shit like this, but their egos cannot handle it. Like
They cannot. Some of them at least.
Yeah, not all men, but the majority of men, especially those type of men that attack us online, like their egos for some reason just can't handle like a woman either knowing more than them, being more like knowledgeable within sneakers, having more better sneakers. Like I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if it's a jealousy thing.
It's very odd in like this time frame to still have that kind of energy, because like I said, back in those days, like it was like stupid stuff people used to like, you know, make fun of you about, like very like, you know, about your race or that you are a woman, like you know, like I used to get like Apu jokes and things like that back in the day. You know, because that was the only that was the only like cartoon or whatever public face
that they could like actually
of a South Asian person. So yeah, that's the only thing. Like once they find out who you are, and then they go after like things like that. It's like so stupid.
It
That's
is.
the only thing
I
they
agree.
have, you know. And now it's like 2024. You guys are still using the same like
Exactly.
old crap.
like that shit is dated, bro. Get some new fucking like insults. Like y'all are trash,
Shut up.
Especially like quit calling us hype beasts. Like it's so fucking old.
dude.
Yeah, and who still uses the term?
Somebody
hypebeast?
who's fucking old, apparently.
and even sneakerhead, like
36.
I'm tired.
It's so corny.
And I would just like to say 36 in a Midwest dumb city is not the same 36 in New York and LA. Not the same.
The terms they're old, they're outdated, they're corny. I mean, I feel like people
Y'all niggas
like,
need to grow up.
like saying it in like a joke, like when we said, "Oh, we're female sneakerheads." Like I really don't sit up here and call myself a sneakerhead. Fritzy, get out.
No, it's
But it's someone who doesn't know, and they'll be like, "Oh,
I think
are
that's-
you a sneakerhead?"
I think that's who is
that's
coming
literally-
after
if that's
you.
the only way
People
you can,
that
like,
aren't in
classify it,
this industry, people or whatever, this community, whatever you want to call it now, right? It's
I
larger
feel like
now,
they're two
but-
separate entities.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
They are
the term
very two separate
sneakerhead
entities.
is like for people who are not really aware of the sneaker culture community to like identify people who are into sneakers.
I think you just have a lot of like hate from fans, whoever the hell they are.
They're definitely
they're
fans.
coming. They're coming from that one dude. Like when you guys were talking. Yeah,
we
that
don't-
fake sneakers.
I forgot we don't say.
we
You
don't-
can
we don't-
Edit this
He
part
who
out.
he shall not be named.
You
or
can go.
whatever.
You should go
Not
beep when I say it. You should edit it like that, Janelle. That would be fire.
I think that's who's that's coming from. But anyways,
Probably still.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Anyways.
sure.
I mean, that's where it rooted.
Yeah.
That's where it rooted.
Honestly.
But it's funny because now we have hate coming from places of men that aren't rooted from that, and it just it goes to prove that we were never wrong, that we were never tripping. But enough of that.
Enough of that. We're cool as fuck.
We are. That's why
You
you're
guys are.
watching.
Also,
I mean,
make
you
sure
too.
to-
You're up here. You're cool.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You have
But
cool
that
glasses.
was like we didn't even like get into drops or upcoming. We just like got into a heavy conversation, and I love that. I really like that.
I do too.
Have to.
Yeah.
It's because I'm here. No, I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
like no, you have really good combos,
And I love when people ask us questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel
Sometimes
like
I guess
Well, it's a
just don't-
conversation.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't a job interview.
yeah, exactly.
no,
Like it's
not.
just like a free flow conversation, but. We're going to get into drops and upcoming. Futura SB photos came out this week.
It's really cool.
They did.
they
I really
did.
like
I
the
like
color on them. Let me
them.
pull up our DM because we sent everything in our little DMs.
Thank God for that because
We be sending everything. Up
Yes.
in the DM.
Shout out to
There's
Nami.
that sneaky leak. I'm dead.
She's the best.
who?
Nami from Tokyo.
Yes, I love her. She really is. Oh, here we are. We have two of these. She really is. Oh, that's right. Because you just when did you go? You went shortly after.
Yeah, I took a little trip by myself
there,
out there. It was my first time. I went like Thanksgiving I got there, and then I came back on like December 8th, 9th. So it was like an 8-9 day trip.
Yeah, fire. That's literally like I try to do about like
Yeah, I'm
9,
trying to
10
go
days.
again. I just dropped off a bunch of shoes to sell and
Shoe pugs,
trying
right?
yeah, shoe pugs. So
Shout out Shupa.
yeah, shout out to Jimmy.
Which okay, I'm so bad with names, but which one was it? Was his birthday today? Or like
Isaac. It was
Okay,
Isaac's
that's
birthday
who-
today.
yes, I
Happy
seen
birthday,
that.
Isaac.
I did see that. I'm
Yeah.
so
Happy
bad with
birthday.
names though. I'm like I feel really bad.
It's okay. I'll keep reminding you.
Yeah, please. So one day I'll get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I seen you went to the record bar. That what's it called?
JBS.
Yes, that spot was so cool.
Yeah.
They had a ton of records. I loved that little spot.
Yeah, I went like as many times as I could because
Yeah.
that was like my favorite thing to do while I was out there, and that's the main reason why I wanted to go out there because the gentleman that like runs it, you know, he's kind of older, and you just never know when he wants to like hang it up and not do it anymore. So I just wanted to take advantage while I was there. So I want to go again, probably around my birthday. But unfortunately, it's like cherry blossom season still.
I'm dying to go for cherry blossom.
So already, like,
It's expensive.
I can't go on my birthday because the hotel I like is already like booked.
Booked?
So I have to wait until like the end of April.
Yeah.
So it's
I
all
know.
good.
I've been dying to get out there for cherry blossom.
Yeah, I don't really care for like all the hype moments of, you know, whatever city. I try to go when it's like off season.
Yeah.
Like I went in November, like, you know, no one.
Yeah.
But whatever. Anyways, the Futuras, right?
Yes, the Futuras, the colors. I really like these colors.
Me too.
I like them too.
I love a colorful shoe.
I just
I
don't
want
like
to see
how
the
they was
backstory though.
clear soles. I'm not like.
Remember the comments that were in
Yeah.
here? Somebody was like, "I can't wait to buy the reps."
Oh my God, that comment was wild.
Them boys at the
Are
gate
those
already
weird?
got them.
Those kind of look like
Them boys
reps
at
in the
gate
picture.
already
So
got
yeah,
that's
them.
another story.
Can't wait to get the reps. LOL.
That shit trash.
Right? Like, how do we know those aren't reps though? Like, I was
Honestly,
wondering.
Was it
I'm
just
not an expert, like, but how?
Oh, this guy, he always be posting shit.
Oh yeah, they're not reps. They're not reps.
Okay.
He
They're not
always be
reps.
posting everything.
They're not reps.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I don't want to fuck it up.
Well, don't shout people out that like for free. You know what I mean?
I see, because they're the owner of this one.
Private.
Yeah,
Private
yeah.
selection. Okay.
Yeah, no.
I would highly doubt that those are reps.
No free shout outs for you guys.
Yeah, we're very selective.
So make
these
sure you
days.
beep all of that out.
That makes sense. But yeah, these are pretty dope.
What else?
No upcoming date, but pictures dropped.
So would you guys rather, sorry to cut you off.
you're fine.
I have a question for you guys. Would you rather like have those released or the ones that originally like came out with when Virgil was around, like the Syracuse
Okay,
and the
that I see.
Carolinas?
Yes.
I'd rather have
I'd
those
rather have
from-
those.
I would rather have those too, and then
yes.
those could be a follow up, and that would be a fire
Yeah.
follow up too. I would say
Yeah.
I think that would be, but because all them shoes. First of all, let's be real. When them drop, unless we got a real nice plug, them shits is gonna go for crazy afterwards if you don't have it. Like, let's be real. That shoe is going to go for good money.
It's gonna be a Sotheby's only release. I'm dead.
It's gonna be something. There's gonna be something.
I'm very
that's
curious
hard.
because the last few drops that we expected like that really, I mean, like the Born and Raised was a crazy drop, but look at the price on it.
But I think it's only because of.
But I'm telling you right now.
I'm not doubting you, but I'm just telling you. I'm not really sure which way these are gonna go because I just feel like shoes, the price will be up when they first come out, and
are these an SB?
Significantly drop.
Yeah, it's an SB.
Yeah, so and that gives you a little bit more leadway because if you got the SB attached, it's gonna be always harder and not easier, but harder and more exclusive.
Mm-hmm. The laces are dope.
I'm telling you,
is that like mesh? Or
it looks like mesh.
So.
Or
those
not
are
like mesh.
nice.
It looks like
I don't like
what's
that
weird like
dirt.
not canvas. What's the material I'm thinking
it's called a dirt magnet. That's what that's called.
That's because it gets in that grit. Like it has a lot of grooves.
It's so hard.
What's up with the laces? I hate it. Like my shoes, they have the lace. It's like the Union style.
Yes.
I don't like that shit. Sorry.
I think the details on this shoe go crazy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
No offense to any
I would like to
creators.
hear the
backstory.
Yeah.
And I would also like to hold this shoe in hand and look at it. Like, because I bet in person
is that signature
is that velvet?
Embossed?
No, it looks kind of like
that.
a canvasy.
The signature on
You're
the other
right.
side?
It does give canvas. You're right.
Is it like
because
popping
in order
out?
to get these kind of colors, sometimes
canvas.
you have to go from a canvas standpoint. You see how it almost looks like it's watercolors?
Yeah. But the swoosh looks velvety or something.
It does.
That's why I said
the
it's
swoosh is a
like
different material.
Nubuck, yeah.
But this like rainbow looking shit, that's on some canvas.
It looks like the heat. What's the word I'm looking for? Like on those machines.
Oh,
that pick
yeah.
up, like body heat. That's what it reminds me of.
What is that called?
Yeah.
Not thermal, but
Like,
There was a whole
almost.
shoe on that.
Yeah.
you talking about the one shoe I got?
The Civilist.
The Civilist?
Yeah.
Those look like they hurt your
And
feet.
you put them in the sun and
I don't like those.
I like those.
Yeah,
He
like they're-
activated.
I like the idea, but they look like they hurt your feet after like just
They don't hurt
45
my feet.
minutes.
I have
Not
them.
these, but the Civilist.
No, I have the Civilist.
They don't hurt your feet.
They don't hurt my feet. No.
Yeah,
Okay, next
interesting. We got stuck on these. Sorry, I smoked before this, so I'm like,
Why didn't you invite me, man?
I'm stuck it like right there.
Oh,
I know.
Look,
You wanna
have
take
my
a break?
lighter. Let's do this.
I'm sad.
Let's take a smoke break, and we'll be
Smoke
right
break.
back.
We'll be right back, guys.
Okay, these Paper Girl, because Paper Boy, they did a Paper Girl Beams, which is it's a Japan brand, right?
Yeah, Beams is based out of Japan. And
Yeah.
I believe Paper Girl is.
But see, like the page is like
private.
that. But when you go to Beams, if
Shout
I
outs
can
to Beams.
fucking
I
click
used to
on
buy
it.
that for stash. I
Bro.
used to love that, buying that brand.
I love Beams. Every time I go to Japan, I be out there trying to get stuff. But they
Where
came
in
out
Japan
with
is
some.
it Tokyo or
They have like
Osaka
a few
or-
different locations. So when you go up to Harajuku on like the main outside, and
yeah,
then like
yeah.
there's like a Beams men, like women, like a big store. There's like a few different Beams.
And it's actually affordable too. I fuck with Beams.
Like they have really good stuff. That's why I actually got those one needles pants.
Yeah, any of those local brands
Yeah,
is going to be like
they-
75%
I have a lot,
off
like,
there.
every
Are they,
time
so
I'm
is it a
there.
store and it carries other brands as well? Oh, I did not know that. So I know Beams has its own brand, but I had no clue that they had a store.
Okay, I just pulled these up, but look at how my size is $730.
Look at my size.
Wait a
Look at my
second.
size.
But look at these are so cute to me.
They
I love the
are.
polka
Can
dots.
you do me a favor? Can you pull up the, what's her name? Celine. I don't know. It's like A6 and then just put Celine and it'll come up or whatever her name is.
These ones? Wait.
Do you know what I'm talking about, guys? It's like a strap and it's a 1130 or 2160. It's a strap on
color
the
is it?
front. It's exactly looking like that. It's
Really?
like white and silver and there's like a white and pink. Not to like
Her name
cue
is
down
Celine?
Let me
Celine
see.
or what the fuck is her name? You remember those white and pink ones I got from Syndicate?
I know the white and pink shoe you're talking about.
No.
It's you know what I'm saying. It's like,
Hold on. I got,
like her name's Ethel. I don't know. It's
I'm
like,
dead. Oh,
right there.
this one.
Sicily.
There you go. Okay, yeah. Was there another color?
I
in this
remember
too?
Yeah,
that
that's the one. The white and
strap.
silver.
Yes, the white and silver.
Look up the white and
yes.
silver one with that name. Sorry. It's like, Ethel, whatever. It's like one of those I Love Lucy names. Something along that line. You know what I'm saying?
This one's blue and
1950s.
silver.
Yeah, but there's a silver one.
Cecil?
There's a silver one. Yes.
CEC. It's like Cecily. Cecil.
Cecily. I don't
Cecily
know.
Tyson.
Sorry, girl. I don't know what your name is.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to the God.
Oh, I do
R.I.P. to
remember
who?
these. Okay.
Cecily Tyson.
Cicely Tyson. She was a black actor.
She's a black actress.
Okay.
She was
remember
old.
when these came out.
She was like 100.
You're talking about someone young. I'm like, bro.
No, she's like 100 years old.
I was shocked for a second. Yeah, so doesn't that
Those
look
are
like
fire.
the paper girls to you, or am I just tripping?
These are more.
I mean,
bit,
it's giving. Like I can
Sorry
see.
to ruin your
I
excitement.
can
It's
see
a
it.
different style. Like the bottom is different.
But I feel like any of that like ASIC shit that has
ASICs
that
all
colorway,
look alike.
the metallics of the
Yeah.
silver and shit.
Yeah.
They
Look at
all
that.
give this.
2160s are very.
But I literally have almost these ones in what were the Jones that look like this?
G-Unit.
Those are my favorite. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but I love this like polka dot paper girl. But I'm just this price is audacious. Like what the fuck?
They haven't released yet, but I mean, look,
$6.90
people are only willing to pay $200 for them. So
Yeah, literally
Because it's
157.
ridiculous.
130 retail. Are you serious?
Yeah, like that's nuts. But I
It's
think they
out of
only
pocket.
released in Japan, or as far as I know, or Paris. Like I think Paper Girl Paris.
That's how these kind of releases be.
it was
though,
like
once
with the
they
Paris
start
Fashion
going
Week
up.
stuff.
Only overseas.
Nami, where you at? We gotta.
We did note this earlier. We had a quick conversation. John Geiger from Shoes to Purses. Henny was not a fan.
Janelle says she wants some, so send her some. John,
I said I'm not
JG.
mad at them.
They
Did you
were
see his
not bad.
No, I don't know if I want to.
JG, Janelle wants some. Send her the pack.
Not
Okay.
because
Take
I
a
wouldn't want to buy it, but
freebie.
I'm just very shocked right now that he's
They
going
look
from
that
footwear
bad.
to
To
purses.
purses.
I'm not shocked because he's probably like, well, them guys
actually-
at Telfar are getting it, and them guys
not-
are in
I'm
black
not
are
trying to
getting
take
it,
the
and them
black-
guys
no.
are like,
Is that how you really sound?
probably not.
What you thinking?
Exactly.
He's gonna see this clip and be like, "Fuck them hoes." But
I'm not mad at them, but it's just
they're
interesting
just
that it's coming from him.
I just think, okay, look, so the silhouette of the purse itself, if we take away his logo, I'm not mad at that silhouette, right?
Okay.
But why you just gonna throw that G on there the same way you threw it on your sneaker?
his
Like
logo.
give me something
his
different. Look, baby, he could have gave us 2 G's at that point. Put a
Yeah, that's it.
come together. Like you can get creative. Like
Yo, I'm not even high, and I just like had a laugh attack laughing at this.
Oh my god.
He's so extra. I kind of like.
I
this
can't
line.
believe this. This is
I'm-
hilarious. Like,
I kind of want to
no
see the
offense,
price
but
point.
Yeah,
what?
I'm curious of this price point.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
there's just too many other niggas out here dropping purses for me to like look at this purse and be like, do I want this one too? You feel
I
me?
mean, that's what
Most
somebody-
of the time, you're only buying these purses because, well, not most of the time. Sometimes you buy these purses because the name that's attached to it, and that's exactly what this is.
Yeah, but also if
be
there's a
buying a
name
purse.
attached to it, there's also a price that's attached to it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. It's not like John Geiger makes luxury fucking goods. Like no shade to my guy. Like
Yeah.
like I'm not saying his shit is trash. I'm not saying that at all. But it better have the price point of a Telfar, because if it don't, you're
It's
eating
not
dick,
that.
bro.
I don't
Like
think it
what?
is. I think they're gonna be like 5
4 or 5.
Because then we got niggas like Kid Super who, you know, like when we think about his Kiss bag, that shit's crazy. And the price point is good for that bag. I'm going to go spend my money on something like that before I go spend my money on something like that, especially if the price is higher. That's out of pocket, bro. Like it don't work like that. But, you know.
We don't know the price yet.
Yeah, we don't know the
Yo,
price
this is
yet.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, I don't know. I've never had this reaction before. Where I'm just laughing at something.
I mean, we're being real consumers right now. Like,
Consumers.
I just can't believe that is
But it's in the
actually
focus
a real thing from
thing.
shoes to purses as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh, man, what's gonna happen?
Where-
where is this shifting towards? Like, I just feel like
Interesting.
people just want to just release anything. Like,
yeah.
it's just like a waste of earth. There's not thought like
It's a
behind
it's
anything.
an interesting jump. I will say that.
It's smart, but
I mean, like,
wrong,
Forever,
but-
you had some, like, you know how to have some balls to make a purse for, like, the girls, you feel me? Because, like, that's not an easy space to go into just
No,
because everyone
it's not.
else is doing it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And like women, like the purse game, the purse space is fucking crazy, yo. I've been
It
into,
is.
I've been into purses for a long goddamn time.
Yeah,
and
you have.
Purses are fucking.
that's your
Purses
shit.
are out of pocket these days.
You know?
Purses are out of pocket. These fucking days. I am fed up.
Come on now.
Fed up. Okay.
Yo, are you a purse head?
I really am.
She is.
I love me some bags. Okay.
Look,
I've always been a bag, and like I'm just like. I don't know. I'm not okay with like casually walking.
I'm not okay with it either.
And spending $5,000 on a bag. Like that's like the damn near the norm. Like a lot of Louis, like the norm is like the price point is like $3,000, and that's cheap compared to like Chanel and like a lot of other brands.
Especially if we're getting into special shit and
Jesus. Besides the point. Moving on.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm like holding you guys back.
No, you're not. This is the conversation. We can cut out stuff if it's too long.
Yeah.
Like, do you even think that like, so is this is not unisex? This is literally geared towards for women for the most part, right? I mean, you can't really say.
I feel like those type of purses that John is putting out, yes, I feel like those are geared towards women, but I feel like, you know, there are all type of fluid
there are all types of people that are going to wear stuff.
Are gonna wear those, especially those type of neon colors that are loud. But I feel like it's definitely not a unisex bag. That is not appeal.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was.
It doesn't have the label of unisex.
Yeah.
But since when do we need the label of unisex to buy anything?
In this stage, absolutely.
We don't. That's what I was getting to. Like, it's not something I would see someone that's really stylish and like they use.
I agree.
What's that one brand that you just said?
Telfar.
Telfar.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of dudes like rocking the
because you have to understand that the people that own Telfar are black and gay and fluid.
Yeah. But it looks like, and there's straight men that are wearing, and it looks cool.
It's a good bag.
I can't see a dude rocking that.
I agree.
He's just going for one kind of person. That's why I asked you that question.
Yeah. I mean, for me, that type of bag is like a going out bag. That's not an everyday bag. That's
Agreed.
Not like
it's a statement bag.
That's a statement bag. Those type of colors. That's definitely like going out to Miami, going out to the club to dinner.
I think Miami's hitting it on the nail.
Yeah,
but I also think that this newer generation, like which generation is this for? I know we don't have that, label, but like when you're thinking about
like,
when you're making
who is
goods,
their demographic?
Yes, you're thinking about.
If we're being honest, I would think it's like kind of old niggas because like that nigga ain't young.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, and that's no shade. Like when I think about people who know who John Geiger is, especially sneaker people, like we know John from like collaborating with the shoe surgeon and like doing misplaced checks and like shit like that. And then it has evolved into something else. So the people that are buying John's brand are people who have been following John and have been rocking with him for a minute. So I wouldn't say it's Gen Z or Gen Alpha if we're being honest.
No, because they are into upcycling and thrifting,
100%,
and finding gems
100%.
that way. And that's why I'm like, why would this be a thing? Like, no one's trying to go out of their way, spend a ton of money, especially right now. I feel like people like to go thrifting and just saving money and you have to be realistic. You can't just be in your little bubble. Absolutely. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So
we broke out here.
Yeah, nigga.
Nigga.
You have to be very responsible with your money right now.
Seriously.
Or you will end up poor.
Absolutely.
100%.
Especially living in LA.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have a few more things we'll try to get through these quick.
Okay.
Mom and Ye pulled out the light skin
force. It's the light skin force.
This meme was really fucking hilarious.
Very scary.
This shit was so funny.
I can't believe that's a real picture.
Go check. Can y'all go click on the comments real quick? Please go click on the comments. Look at me.
No, you did.
Yeah, I got hella likes too.
Of course you posted that. I just noticed.
That's the best comment. That's the best comment. Except no one dude put on there. He said I Dominican, no nigga, and that shit had me. No black. My bad. I Dominican.
Have you ever seen the Arthur meme video where he wakes up with that exact statement?
No.
I'll have to send it to you. It's classic. It's a classic.
But I like these light skin fours.
I like the light skin fours too.
I like them better than the
dark skin.
Are they dark skin? Are they meat?
That's dark. That's purple. That's dark skin four.
True.
Then the first ones.
Okay.
Yo, but our poll, the people, I think we're rocking with the dark skin fours more.
Did I put them on there? Wait,
you put it on the poll, yeah.
I put these on the poll?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
I put the poll on Sneaker League.
Today? You guys.
No, remember 2 days ago? I put it on the page.
Well, because I put this or that up today. So
we did like another
Oh no, the other poll I did like 2 days ago.
Watch, look at. We can look it up. Watch, we can go in the archive really quick.
I'm just not into that like whole. I don't know. I don't like either or, but the lighter ones are better.
Mm-hmm. I like the lighter ones better.
I just can't see myself wearing
Go
them.
back down.
And
Next to the baby.
Okay, so the dark skin forest won, didn't it?
Oh wow!
wow, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised. Too. Look, we had votes too.
Damn.
Those do not look good.
Y'all crazy.
I mean, I've seen people wear the dark fours. What is that purple color?
Like an
and they
eggplant?
look really good.
Prune.
They look really.
I think
good.
it's eggplant, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not prune.
You know,
Not prune. No.
I also want to throw out the fact that J Tips is dropping another shoe too. Because I also saw that on Twitter, on sneaker Twitter, they were talking about J Tips' shoes being so like or he was doing too much or something like that. Someone had posted something.
They're busy.
Yeah, and then some.
But that's his aesthetic, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, don't you have to be with that
someone
brand?
else-
But that's his aesthetic.
And then someone else was like, "Well, Amamanier has been dropping the same fucking
colorway
color
over
scheme,
and
I don't
over.
like the-
color palette." Every single shoe, you know, how
Absolutely.
come
Travis
we don't
was
talk
too.
shit
That's why he
about
had to
them?
come out with a yellow one.
Y'all saw them 95s I sent y'all?
Yes, they're right after this.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
95s.
Oh, yeah,
It's the same purple though, fading into
Yeah,
the light
it's the same
skin.
shit. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same color. I agree. Because
like
even like the ones, I really like those ones, but it does. If you line all those shoes up, it gives
It's
the
the same
same.
They tell the same color story.
And
It's the
a
same
great color.
same color
It's
theory.
a great color.
Yes.
But I will like
fits the brand,
in the
yeah.
famous words of T-Pain, do something else.
Yeah. And I feel the same exact way.
But I really like those fours. But I
That's
agree. Like,
funny.
how many shoes are you gonna put out in this? Are we
Exactly.
gonna get like a whole line from 1 to 12 in this like color? That's just
Yeah.
17 or
Yeah.
But it's like, first of all, who's wearing that color palette with their current wardrobe?
yeah. There's
right?
a lot of people who are that very monotone.
Monotone type of, yeah.
What are we in, like 2000, like 18?
But see,
Yeah.
this is where I get confused though, because I thought it was supposed to be like Amamanier was Jordan and then like social status was Nike. But then now we're getting Amamanier Nikes. And that's when I'm getting confused because we usually get social status Nikes. Because like I wasn't too upset about that color story being told within the Jordan story, right?
True,
But if we're
yeah.
bringing Amamanier now over into Nike, why are we getting the same color fucking theory? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I want to see something different. If we're gonna go into another brand now, I get it. You're owned by the same dude, but like, come on now, like let's switch it up.
And the retail price.
Yeah, the
How many
retail
times
on
are
all
you
these
gonna
crazy.
charge
They need to
people
chill.
$225
chill the fuck out.
plus tax?
So much. Those fucking
mean-
fives were crazy. The price on the fives.
Oh,
was-
girl.
That's why I'm so picky. Why I don't even want to spend. Like, I have it, but I don't want to spend it.
Baby, they had the ones that you bought from Undefeated on sale at Private Sneakers for $150 like 2 weeks ago.
Wait,
What are those?
what?
Fives?
The fives that you bought,
The Dawn.
Where?
Private Sneakers.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna bring these up next. Yeah, these Junya Watanabe.
This is if you want to mention it, comment like what a stud would wear.
I'm dead.
What in what year? In what year?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the
This
expert.
is a New Balance M1907.
Okay, if it's a stud now,
loafer.
she got style. But if it's a stud from like 08, that bitch can't dress. But anyways, I think them are fire though outside of
I'm
everything.
not mad at
I think these are kind of
them.
fire.
Either. They're not bad.
Oh.
They look like elevated
I'm sure they're
Stacey
comfortable
Adams.
as fuck.
Honestly,
True.
I would like
Which
to
is that
see
too.
somebody's
It can also
daddy
be that
out
as
and
well.
about with these.
Wait, what?
I said I would like to see somebody's daddy out and about with these.
You know who's gonna get a fit off with these? Tarino.
Aw.
That nigga Tarino. I can see him in this. Who else would be in this?
I'm not mad at them.
I don't know.
It's an interesting
It's a
fusion.
fashion nigga
Yeah.
too. This is
It's
for the
crazy.
fashion niggas. If you ain't a fashion nigga, don't put this on. That's all I'm saying.
Says the silhouette features the
say it
midsole
one
and
more time.
outsole
Fashion.
of the New Balance 1906.
I mean, I have my fashion days, so like I could get a fit off with this for sure. But like,
I know you can.
but,
I feel like this
but
is-
this ain't
this
an
is you.
everyday thing for me
I feel
either.
like
though.
you would wear black stockings.
I would get something
and some-
cutesy,
yeah, like a
something big. I
skirt.
tap into more my feminine side when I go this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it ain't for everybody.
If I was like working in an office, I'd probably get these shoes. just to wear every day.
True.
They're comfortable as fuck.
At an office is like
It's gonna be a fashion office.
These
though.
two.
If it wasn't, I was still a speaker person.
call center.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we feel about the CDG Nike Air Max TL?
I like them.
I like these white with the black.
Okay, so the white and the black are my favorite.
Yeah,
I will say
these
that.
look crazy.
I would like to see these in person, but like I'm a
I need
big
to see better pictures.
CDG
Yeah.
Nike girl, so like I hold the shit up high, you know. So like it's definitely not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The bottom is kind of what fucks with
The
me.
all black and the all white is whatever, but
Yeah,
that
it's
matte
weird.
black and
the
white.
sole is kind of weird. I don't know
The
what
sole
it
is
is about.
very weird. Like,
I don't know
it's
what it
like-
is about that sole.
Platformy.
It looks like it, but I don't think it is because it's like it looks like a,
It's a big
like an Air
bubble.
Max.
Oh, like an Air Max 9.
Is
90-ish.
someone like
Do y'all remember that shoe called the Air Max Thea?
Yes,
That's a
it's
Nike
That
exactly
sole
what
outlet.
it's
reminds me of the Air Max
yeah.
Thea a little bit.
That's a Nike outlet exclusive right there. But this
But the Thea was in outlets, and the
Yeah.
sole
Thea
reminds
was-
me of
Yeah,
the Thea,
that's
bro.
what it-
okay, so I have a couple of observations. Wow, that guy needs a Band-Aid on his
I
leg.
really does.
All right,
There.
sorry. And his legs like half
It looks like he fell.
shaved.
He probably tripped right before he got on stage.
It's probably mad.
Sorry,
That's
sorry.
not very fashion, like at all.
I'm done.
Like
Yo,
And all
but
these men are in skirts. Nothing against that. Are these shorts?
they do
Oh,
that
they're
every year.
they're shorts.
That's how I'm not into fashion.
Shorts.
Wait, but like I don't get it. Like these, is someone short on their team at CDG? Like where they everything needs to be platform and stuff? Like I don't really get it. And then secondly, this looks like a Juventus,
Yeah.
the football team, soccer, Air Max 95 from like 02, 03. That white and black colorway. Can you just release that and not do all this bullshit?
yeah, the white and black.
I don't like any of this. Like, and the retail is gonna be $3.99.
Yeah, exactly.
Unreal.
It's very underwhelming.
Then it's gonna be
It's
$75.
underwhelming for me because I have so much
Absolutely.
CDG Nike stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let's get back to the Air Max 180 days when y'all did the
insane.
pink shit. Like, that shit was fire.
yeah.
Like,
I
we
found-
need that.
I found a DS pair in Tokyo.
Wow.
My size, and it was the all pink ones.
Oh yeah, I have the all pink and the black, but I still need the white and the
$400.
pink. That's a good price.
$400 with shipping and everything. I had them ship it.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
price.
yeah.
Wow, there's already
Yeah.
pictures of those.
What is this?
These popped online today. Images, Air
Yes.
Jordan for sale.
Passed on everything
The
today.
poor woman's off-white.
Yeah, literally. That's what they're
Is
gonna
that
be.
canvas?
Exactly
what is
what
that
it's
on there?
giving.
What is that
No, it
material?
looks like
I think
leather.
it looks like leather.
Okay.
And the tab looks hard. Like the tab looks like it's gonna stab you.
Okay, yeah. Thank God they're not canvas because you know what them fucking people do on the internet as soon as canvas comes out. They be like, look at my custom, my
Yeah.
This,
Like,
And then these popped up on today too. These dusted
thank you.
clay.
Why do I feel like
Shout
I've
out
seen
to
this colorway
Jumpman, 'cause
before?
you have.
Because
$200.
Oh,
these are the.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
yeah,
hold on,
yeah.
guys. $200.
Oh, wait a minute. Is
That's
this?
crazy.
Emma? Oh, I like these.
Wait, when did this price increase happen? Wait, what? Wait, what'd she say?
Henny changed her mind. She likes these.
These is nice. Shout outs to who did this?
I can't. Hey, shout out to
my
Women's
God.
Jordan, man.
What up, Women's Jordan? Okay.
But wait a second. What happened with the price? I thought they were $190.
Yeah, no.
It's because
200.
it's a premium shoe. It's pig suede.
Oh,
And the
that's all you had to say. It's a
He liked
premium,
these.
whatever.
The
Okay.
lining is
Yeah, look at
also
the lining.
satin.
The lining satin.
It's really nice.
Honestly, I'm not mad at these. I think I said this. I like that they gave like a fall vibe, but they were dropping
Yeah.
in March, so I was like, it's odd that they're coming out in spring. 'cause
It
these
is
are
giving
definitely
very
a fall
autumn.
shoe.
We're looking like autumn right now, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The yellow and orange.
But honestly,
Well,
I feel like the
it's-
colors, like, I don't know. Because it's not like people really wear shoes and
can't
the
like
season
everything.
that
True.
it's colored in anyway. So
It's okay. We don't have to like it, guys. So
I actually really do
I'm
like
not
it.
mad at it.
I like the materials of it. And
I think I like the materials
yeah.
more. I like that brown, but I'm like indifferent about the clay color, the dusty clay.
I think
color.
I like the women's Jordan Jordan 1 High OG that came out a year or two ago, and it was leather and it was mostly orange and had brown hints. That was a nice shoe.
mostly orange and had brown.
Just look it up.
it was a women's.
You guys are funny. You're like
Orange and had,
saying it in
Women's
Jordan
Air
1
Jordan.
High leather
Was it just a regular patent leather?
orange brown. Just put that.
orange.
She keeps repeating.
Brown.
Coco, where are you going?
Let me see if I can
What?
see.
That one.
Oh, these. I like
Oh,
these too.
that
What is it
yeah.
called?
Yeah, those are nice.
Damn, what is it called?
That
beautiful
orange
shoe.
does look like that. It's just a different.
That's more wearable to me.
Starfish.
Is this
I
a
like
starfish
these
color?
a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
The orange a little bit more
And
vibrant.
this orange, this is a
Yeah.
shattered backboard orange.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's the starfish
'Cause
because
I'm
that's
like-
why the shattered
yeah.
backboard is that starfish color.
I like these a lot, and I'm really mad. I
Yeah.
never
So this
got a
is
pair.
brown on the heel,
I think it's black.
like, or is it black?
Or is it?
It's brown.
Is it brown? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, those are nice.
I
like
honestly do like these better.
It's just
look
it's
like
hard because
Halloween.
there's so much stuff that comes out. You
There's
forget.
so much stuff.
is Halloween.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the shoes from the last week. Paris Fashion Week had been going on recently. There was a lot of stuff going on there.
Yep.
One of the things I seen today, I think I posted on our story, Kendrick Lamar was sitting front row at Chanel, wearing the Adidas Crazy 8s.
Good for him.
Really interesting.
Is he going over there?
Nigga.
I'm pretty sure he is.
going over
Nigga
there.
right there.
Watch, let me.
Nike didn't do him good enough for me. Why
Honestly,
y'all should have gave
They
him
treated him
more?
like
See?
Why y'all do him like
Look
that?
at, he and his little Adidas bag.
Don't
Look at
worry,
him.
Kendrick. I got all your shoes and I wear
But it's
them.
really cool that like Chanel, like he worked with Chanel for this now, or he's been doing something with Chanel.
Who's the creative director of Chanel now? Do you know?
Oh my God.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, don't ask me either. It's like asking me about theme parks.
Look, Chanel don't play any of this shit. They're like, we don't need
Get
to
off
know.
of him.
Come on now, this is a family show. Damn, that's a good question. I need to know this. I feel like I should know that. Because after old buddy passed, I feel like I don't know.
I forgot who they named, but yeah, I just thought it was really cool, and then just like started reflecting on just like how much streetwear has integrated into high fashion over the coming years. I mean, especially since like Kim Jones did all that
Virginie
stuff
Viard?
with Supreme and Louis Vuitton, and then like Dior did the Jordan 1s. I mean, Virgil Abloh at Louis Vuitton had like so much skateboard streetwear stuff, and now Pharrell's doing all of it. It's really crazy to see like how much like streetwear has integrated into high fashion like over the last like 5-6 years alone. It's insane.
I liked Pharrell's one of the lines
Yeehaw
he
show?
just dropped. No, not the show, but
Oh.
he dropped his first Louis collection, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Online, and it was giving Harry Potter because all the colors were the
The
colors
bright
of
colors.
The
That's
houses.
true.
So I liked the yellow one that one of the speedy
Oh,
bags that he
true.
had. I was like, ooh,
I feel like
I
all
think
the
that's
bags
the
are
mi- is
very
that the mil-
nice.
wait,
it's giving Hufflepuff.
No, not the. There was like a few because there was like the $1 million bag.
Yeah,
and then there was
it was like a little micro
Yeah.
speedy, and then
The
there was like
yellow
a
is
25,
really nice.
and then there was like a duffel size. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, the yellow was really
That's
nice.
crazy.
Fashion show stuff is like interesting. How do you feel about it, Anita? I know you're very fuck the man.
Well, I wasn't really impressed by any of the shows or the design. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest with you, but you know, when people are constantly reposting the same reels,
You're gonna see it.
So I saw a couple of things like what Nigo was wearing. I mean, he looked like he was ready to cook like 12-count cookies in the oven and then shovel like his driveway.
What was his show for?
I have no idea.
Because I know he was not Kenzo. Who is he doing something?
He's
for?
the creative director for Kenzo.
I know. That's why I was like, I don't think it was Kenzo though.
I don't know.
I know he did something for Nike. Well,
Yeah, but
well, I don't. Well, never mind. It wasn't for Nike. He just had on the Nigo Nike shirt. I don't know.
yeah.
That wasn't for Kenzo.
Was it? I don't know.
I don't know.
It might have
I
been.
wasn't
could
looking
be
at any
wrong.
shows this last
Yeah, I wasn't really interested. I saw a couple like smaller designers that did a lot of cool things.
I saw
forget the-
Balmain was in a bag. I saw a lot of good shit from Balmain, and I was actually surprised. I was like, okay,
think I seen
y'all
any
back in there.
Balmain stuff.
I saw a lot of good Balmain stuff. Even those shoes I sent y'all with the grill on the back and shit, those were Balmain as well.
That's right.
Those were Balmain.
With the shoe on the, and a lot of people like those boots. They were like a patent.
Who's their
They were like a
creative
patent
director?
leather.
That light skinned man who hang out with Kim Kardashian.
Oliver Rouse.
Yeah, Oliver.
Olivier
Yes.
Rouse. Yeah.
Yes, that light skinned man. So
And, yeah, he's
so he's
bomb.
black.
He
is.
and he snatched.
oh yeah, that
He bomb. Yeah.
that ain't no fillers. That's a facelift. Like he has went under the knife and he looks good.
Yeah.
Damn.
So good. Shout outs to his surgeon because he's pretty.
Allegedly.
The baby. baby.
But yeah, like,
but no, the whole collection from apparel to shoes, fire.
Yeah, I like smaller brands, so that's why I don't really pay attention to like fashion weeks anymore because they don't really like highlight those people, and
I feel you.
That's what I think. I
like both. I can't afford the other one yet, but I'd be more. I actually support the smaller brands.
Yeah, it's not realistic, and I think the smaller brands are the ones that like pave the way for trends.
A lot of things.
Oh, absolutely.
Agree.
I mean, a lot of the like even the bigger
they
brands,
gotta steal from somebody.
They gotta look down on like what is the trends, and like even though these brands often like look at trends, they have to set this shit like well over a year in advance to do all of these things, but like to stay on top of. But they're definitely looking at like the upcoming people, the younger generation, the real fashionistas in the street that are creating these trends that they're picking 100%. Up or repurposing or whatever.
But yeah, that's my take on it. I just wasn't really like excited about it this year. And
I wouldn't say I was excited. I just saw it.
Yeah,
it was there.
Yeah, it was there. I'm like I said, I'm never really excited about these kinds of things.
I will know by the time summer comes, we're gonna see a lot of niggas in LA looking like cowboys. That's the only thing I'm gonna say because
the cowboy thing is just like what's happening?
It's very obvious.
Very indifferent.
What are you gonna say? Just say it.
No, I'm just saying like since okay, because I did see a few people that are LA influencers at the show, and you have to dress in theme to what is going on. Yeah. So I would assume since LA is such a trendy city when it comes to fashion, you don't really have a lot of people here that know how to dress on their own. I'll put it like that.
Yes.
Okay, how can I say this? You have it in certain neighborhoods. If you go to Leimert Park, for instance, you're going to see a lot of people who are dressing how they want to dress in their own way, and that is original. But then when you think about something like Hollywood, if you think about something like downtown LA even, just West Hollywood even, you're looking at people who have money and need to be told what to wear.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is this summer when we're out and about, we're gonna see some cowboys
absolutely
outside.
Because that's what Pharrell did. That's what he gave. We're gonna see it with women that everyone the fucking mob wife aesthetic bullshit. Like all the women are changing their aesthetic, and I'm like, why are you changing your aesthetic yearly?
Yes.
I know we grow, we change, and like our style evolves with us. But to like, I'm going from clean girl to mob wife is like, what are you talking about?
What's happening here? Yes.
The only cowboy boots I will ever recognize are anything by that one dude, Andy.
Andy!
We love Andy.
He did like a custom. That dude's dope. I like him.
Crocs ripped him off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I like to support people.
Absolutely, and they're the people that set those trends. Put those
Dominican, no black, because he's Dominican.
I mean, he has. He's like David Beckham. He's got like a haircut every like game. Like
he's awesome. Right? Andy is so
he can pull any look off. Like
he's
it's
so cool.
Just he's just super cool guy.
Funny.
Like I love his work cool. And
I love Andy too.
Yeah, I mean. Those Air Force Ones are amazing. The Crocs
foam posits, everything he does, everything he touches
is I'm like, how did you even like think?
Somebody give him some money
like that.
Yeah, instead of ripping him off, But it comes with what we were just saying. Like someone's gonna take from you, and that's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're the creator.
Like
you can keep going. They can't.
They can't.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did like the Pharrell stuff, but I'm also indifferent about it because of like the indigenous aspect. And there was like a lot of buzz
I was going to ask you about that.
There was a lot of buzz in the Native community when it was going on. So days leading up to Fashion Week and this whole thing, there was a woman, her name is Lauren Goodday on Instagram. She is, oh my God, I can't remember if she's Lakota or Dakota. From up like in the Dakotas, obviously. She had posted a picture on her story, and it was a ribbon skirt, and like for like in our culture, like a ribbon skirt, it's literally like one of those long skirts you see a lot of Native people wearing. Leave him alone. With ribbons across, like we make them ourselves. They're big, like we dance in them and everything.
Right.
So she had made a ribbon skirt, and she had like Louis Vuitton ribbon on there, and like kind of posted this thing in like a passport, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, what is she doing with Louis Vuitton? Like, does she have a collection with him? Is she going to be mentioned?" Like there was like a lot of buzz.
in the community to do like
not really like she was
designer things,
like
or?
not like that. No, that's why it was kind of like everyone was like, what's going on? Like there was like a big buzz of like, what the hell? Like Indian people like in Paris doing fashion week. Like what the hell, you know? Because there are like a lot of indigenous fashions like online, and there is like a little fashion show down towards San Diego that happens every year. But I mean, it's small. It's like indigenous communities. So.
Right.
But it was like, so there was all this buzz leading up to it. And then the fashion show happened and everyone was kind of like left really confused because they had like some tribal music throughout the show that would kind of like switch over to Pharrell. It was a lot of like fringe, some bags that looked like Dakota like flowers on them, like my fucking dog drives me crazy. And then they brought out some like tribal like drummers and like a few like ladies in ribbon skirts. They didn't really dance too much. I think they danced like later on, but they didn't have like their regalia on, and that really bothered me because I'm like, why aren't they dancing in their regalia? It was kind of confusing. Everyone was like, what's going on? You know, no one knew what these people were, where they were coming from. And then like I think Hypebeast or somebody posted like, oh, these Cherokee singers, and like everyone's like, who said they're Cherokee? Where did this come from? And then it kind of like later came out there was like 4 artists that worked with like Pharrell and like did all of this like to help create that atmosphere and be more like culturally appropriate. But I mean, at the end of the day, like it's always an issue when either like luxury brands or non-indigenous people come into like indigenous communities and want to take like from us because of like the arts and the crafts, and like people really fetishize and like love that. It's like a fine line of like appreciation and like, you know, so it's at the end of the day, I was like, I love it. I think it's great. They did this one beautiful blanket that was definitely handmade. I had posted it. I don't know if that's going to be sold anywhere, but my only issue is I'm like, this, at the end of the day, it's not made for the Native community of Americas. It's made for people with like money who could afford this and that. And like, that's like kind of what sucks at the end of the day.
It's capitalist driven.
Yeah. But I know that happens a lot within all kinds of like communities. Like, you know, people take all kinds of designs, this, that. And, you know, Pharrell didn't necessarily take it. People helped him out with it. But, you know, it's made for the upper echelon, so whatever.
Yeah, because I believe last year, Dior, they did like this whole thing in India. And I was just very confused by it. It was very random. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Like,
it's an aesthetic for them. Yeah. And I'm sure, like, because at the end of the day, like, Pharrell, you can't create this Western aesthetic without you, like, being
rooted in that.
Because that's where, like, the cowboys and Indian aesthetic, like, it comes from that indigenous time. But it also kind of sucks. Like, I hate the Hollywood tropes of, like, cowboys and Indians, because a lot of that was really created stereotypes for natives, because not all natives are like that. Like, we're variations across the board with cultures and
which is crazy, because when you think about these fashion houses, which are a lot of them multi-billion-dollar fashion houses, you would think, since there is so much money there, you could at least have someone that you have on payroll that is doing a good job of actually having it rooted in a real place, so you don't deal with these type of things or have these kind of conversations, or people feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no excuse when there's that much money there to be grabbed to do things and execute it the right way.
Well, also half of the time they don't have the employees that are of this background to even educate them.
And that's on purpose. That's on purpose.
Like Louis Vuitton itself is a French-based brand, you know, like a lot of those brands are based over there and like rooted in that. So I get it. And I mean, I loved a lot of the pieces, but you know, there is always like the other end of it that kind of like sucks.
All they'll do is issue an apology. That was not our whatever, and keep it fucking moving.
I don't think they'll even issue an apology, because it wasn't even like that offensive. But it was just kind of like,
until someone makes a big deal out of it.
People just kind of was like wanted more like recognition, or like kind of like what was going on. But at the end of the day, like the Lauren Goodday girl, and like there was another guy, like the DJ who put together, like shout out them, because that's a really big deal for them in itself, for like still, you know, to be recognized and their tribes and like all of their art and their work to be on a Paris runway, you know, is absolutely amazing.
Which is dope. Which I fuck with that.
I just wish, like, I don't want it to take away from that.
No,
that's amazing.
I understand that. I just wish that there was more things invested into those things. Absolutely. They know better. Put it like that.
It's a design. It's a designer brand too. So when the product doesn't sell, what happens to it? they burn it.
They burn it.
Yeah.
That's
So
the crazy thing.
like you're a native. That's
so messed
completely
up.
against your culture to like do something like
One thing I really don't
pretty much anyone's culture,
sorry.
but that's like really crazy. Like I don't know, that whole collaboration it didn't sit well with me, and the timing of it all. Like I know that they plan these things in advance, but I'm just like, I was just very shocked by all of it. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Pharrell means well or not or what, but I remember in 2016, like they had the first Complex Con, and he did like an Adidas setup.
I remember.
Right, and he had someone come from like one of the tribes and do like a ritual dance thing.
I don't
and
remember that. I don't know that either.
You don't remember? Yeah, I was gonna ask you about it, and I just, I know he was like giving money to that specific tribe or what. I have no idea, right? But like, what's the thing for this now, right? Like,
it sucks because it's like there is no like objective way to look at how. Why are you messing with that light? There is no objective way to look at like how native
Fritz.
Entertainment, arts, crafts, like how it should be used. Like it's such a fine line because we love, like, we want to be appreciated for the arts and crafts and like everything that like people have created and how rooted it is within community. And we love that people want to like, wear it and celebrate it in that sense. But
right, of course.
But like it sucks because so many people like romanticize it. And it's weird because it's like, and I get it, people really dig native culture and like, oh my god, I'm so fascinated by like Indians, but it's also like I said, like Hollywood really did create this stereotype of Indians, and we're not all like that. And like I was talking about earlier, like of intersectionality of like women with sneakers. Like I can also be like an indigenous woman who lives in like modern day America and do normal everyday things and not be doing like traditional things all the time. And I think people often confuse that, but like it exists at the same time.
Once again, money and storytelling, because you could have invested some money in order to tell a story the correct way to educate.
Absolutely.
To educate, because that's the main thing.
If you have
people
the
who aren't part of your culture who need, because you have to understand, even with you being from a specific tribe, there are so many different tribes that
we all don't
so
know
many people
about.
don't know and understand, It wasn't even until I met you that I started to even see a different view of like how things are and how different they are in between different like Indian cultures, you know what I mean, or native cultures. So
absolutely,
and this is why these stories need to be told. If you're gonna go off and spend billions to present this show, tell the fucking story.
Tell the fucking story the right way. Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah,
it makes sense. But yeah, I don't remember the Pharrell thing at Complex, so I'm gonna have to look that up.
It's just
because it's interesting. Like, what was the point? Like, was he wanted him to bless like the area? And
I don't like that stuff. Is just really weird to me, and it's a total turn off. With it's that is odd. Yeah, that's why I was asking how you felt about it. If I feel that way and I'm not native, you know what I mean. And another thing is like I know Capital does a lot of
they do
work.
They do.
Yeah, and they're Japanese.
Yeah, so. Japanese people really have like an affinity for like indigenous cultures as well. And it's funny because like I don't, not that it would be offensive in any way. Like I find it not humorous, but I find it like kind of sweet. Because I know, like, they really just, like, there's something about the way Japanese, like, appreciate other cultures that just makes it, like, so endearing because, they, like, really just like it. Like, we really just fuck with it.
It's a little different.
Yeah. Yes. Like, it's not, like, a cool factor. Like, certain things are, like, oh, like, I'm sorry, like, I hate to, like, single out, like, white people specifically, but, like, when white people, romanticize native cultures and they want to be so in tune with the earth and they go above and beyond, and it almost gives, like, a fake type of thing because it's, like,
it doesn't feel organic.
It doesn't feel organic. And, like, when Japanese people, like, appreciate a culture, it's not done in that sense.
You can tell they're very inspired. Like, there's real, like inspiration
they just
there.
Really be, like, fucking with those things for the most part. And I think that's, like, the difference, like that. So
100%.
In my opinion, and I can't speak for all Native people. I always throw that out there because I'm just one little Native girl out here. Okay. There's actually a lot of us.
Yeah.
Man, but I feel like we've been recording for a while. It's been going.
I knew this was going to be a long conversation.
It's gonna be a long one.
I
love like the questions that you ask, because it kind of like it opened the conversation up in more of a way like we don't normally like deeply. We get into deep stuff, but like we don't engage deeply with a lot of things. So I like the questions you asked.
I got you. It's hard. It's a materialistic hobby, so.
It is. And that's why people think we're just materialistic, because we just be coming up on here talking about like random stuff every week.
Materials.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, like I don't know what else are we supposed to talk about on a sneaker podcast?
Nah, I got
But it
you.
gets deeper than that, because we all have different experiences.
Exactly.
With these goods, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess before we get into our unboxing this or that,
This or that.
swear, can you at least tell us who you are?
Yeah,
Anita, and
we
what
didn't
you
even
do?
like.
We've been all up and down.
I know.
Get into you.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah,
You.
Let the people know who you are.
A little synopsis.
What you do, all that. We want to hear your story.
Okay. I don't like talking about myself, but I'll try my best if you guys want to help me. Well, you guys know my name, I hope already. Was that in the introduction?
Anita.
Yes. The non-American way to say it. But yeah, my name's Anita. I'm originally from like the Chicagoland area.
What, you from the south side or west side?
Girl, the suburbs.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That's why I said the.
I mean, you was outside. But like, my bad.
That's why I said Chicagoland. If I said
You from
like,
where Virgil was from?
No, he was way out there.
He's out there.
He was
yes.
way out there. But you know, like he said, you.
He's from Rockford, right?
You kind of go to the nearest big city to find your people, your network. Like-minded people. But that's that's harder for him, because Rockford is like, I don't know what the equivalent to like LA, probably like IE.
Okay, yeah. So like
really out
Corona
there.
or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, I started the whole collecting sneakers and kind of being infatuated with that. When I was like 16, 17 years old. But that really like was from my interest in basketball. So I was big into basketball.
Were you a Bulls fan?
Yeah, I was, of course.
Because the Bulls were on fire at that time.
Yeah, I was a big Dennis Rodman fan when I was a kid. Just because he was
on the
very
pod.
unique. Yeah.
I mean, it speaks like you have a very unique style and
You do.
personality, and I love
Thank you.
that like it gives.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Chicago's actually a fashion forward city, dead ass. Like I've known so many
'cause-
fresh niggas from Chicago.
Because we don't have anything to do. There's just a lot of alone time thinking, hibernating inside for 6 to 8 months a year.
True.
So you
And
get
learn how to layer too.
I got all these fits ready.
yeah,
Because living in a city like Chicago, you really do learn how to layer, and I feel people who know how to layer really know how to really better than like niggas
Absolutely,
that
'cause
don't
I
have
can't
to
layer.
layer.
True.
I can't layer. I got
California.
Yeah.
I am a
Yeah, that's
California
very
girl
true.
head to toe.
yeah, the fits are just accumulating in your head. But yeah, I mean, what else can I say about myself? Well, during that time when I was growing up and like going to school and whatever, like I feel like every kid has that like dream, or you say to yourself, this is a dream job where you want to work for like Nike or a big footwear brand, or I don't know, be in the NBA, WNBA. Obviously, I'm not in the WNBA. I didn't grow tall enough for
True.
that.
That's okay.
But, once I reached that point of like, I worked for Adidas for a couple of years as like a contractor. So I did kind of like field marketing.
That wasn't through an agency, right?
Yeah,
I remember.
It was through
I
an
remember that.
agency. So it wasn't directly with them, but it was something, So I had to move to Portland for that particular position.
Wow.
It was like a promotion, and, I did that for a little bit, and then I just realized like that's, when it got into my head to start my own clothing brand.
Oh, cool.
Was that time frame was like 2018, and I just thinking in my head, if I'm giving someone all of my input, I know what a consumer may want or does not want, right? And I'm giving them all my ideas and input, like what's the point of that? Like I know who to reach. I know what's good.
Right.
I know what's going to be the next thing
Right.
or whatever. I know how things should be fitting or sizing silhouettes. So why not do it for myself, you know? But at that time, it was just very hard because everything is very gate kept. So it's not like now where everything is out and about and right there in front of you where you can figure things out very quickly. I know you had a clothing line.
I did have a clothing line.
I feel like it was around that time when like MIA just came out. Like it was a lot of loud patterns. And
Well, it was a
hot
little
colors.
bit after that, but like it
okay.
was still like
We were just talking
about this,
Yeah.
but like 2013 was and 2012 as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Like it went to 14, but
loud.
that was
Yeah.
still very similar to those patterns. So
That's
at
what it
that
reminds
time,
me of, yeah.
you know what I mean. But nigga, I know.
Yeah,
Like, I know.
Yeah. So, and then, I just noticed like there's like an absence of women in like apparel design, streetwear, whatever you want to call it, right? I hate like putting things into labels and stuff. It's not streetwear. In particular. It could be anything. It could be turned into fashion, right? But there's not too many women doing that on their own. Like you mentioned, Kith, right? Kith has a women's line. Who's really designing the Kith women's
Exactly.
line?
honestly.
And you can tell like the way that things fit. You know,
I swear to God, like certain things where it's like, who is shaped like this?
Yeah.
it's just weird, and
mean,
there's no pockets.
The
Like, how do
Fear-
we still
when
not have
Fear
pockets?
of God
We're still wearing,
did the essentials, like the leggings,
yeah,
was the weirdest shaped leggings I had ever put on in my life.
yeah. That's
weird.
that
They
stuff
didn't
is pumped out at like mass quantity, so it makes sense why they don't spend time on
Yeah.
silhouettes and sizing.
Keep it simple.
But yeah, I just noticed, all these things, and I was like, I want to do this, but I just started like thinking about moving to LA and, starting
Figuring it
over
out.
and getting established here. And then COVID happened, and I was just enjoying life at, those
Right.
years when I first moved here. And then from then on, like, just all that kind of stuff goes on the back burner, and you just want to take care of yourself and your well-being. So
For sure.
the last couple of years I've been getting back into it. So the clothing brand is called Jungli. So Jungli means in Hindi or Urdu, which is Pakistani Indian official language, I guess. It means like you're from the jungle, you're wild, often your
dope.
parents call you that.
When you're being crazy.
When you're not
and
when you're not ordinary, like they just know. So
I like that.
yeah,
I like that too.
So female or male, like you would be called that. And I believe that means the same thing in Farsi. It's just pronounced a different way. But yeah, that's the name of the brand. And yeah, I mean, I'm very excited to, just show everyone, everything. And I'm not just doing it for myself. I want also there to be some, representation for my community. I feel like oftentimes we go to other cultures. We don't really appreciate our own culture.
Right.
Representation matters.
Yeah, and our own, our own aesthetics too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like make a bunch of like, Indian and Pakistani like, inspired clothes or anything like that. I'm saying like, if you see someone that looks like you that's doing their thing in XYZ, like you're obviously gonna be more, apt to get into it instead of just sitting on the sidelines and watching life pass by. So, yeah, I mean, I'm wearing the pants, but I have the matching top. I don't know if you can grab that real quick and show everyone. It's on a hanger.
Okay.
Brought it in a
Yeah, I came
hanger.
prepared.
Oh, that is cute.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
That's the thing too.
Oh, that is
like,
giving
with the
pajama-ish.
right type of clothing and how it fits and tailored, and like I get so tired of buying clothes and like I have to take them to get fitted all the time.
Yeah, and I'm trying to do more cutting, so I know it's easy to wear t-shirts and sweats and hoodies and things like that.
A good cut.
Yeah, it's
really putting in your time and
yeah, deep in the pockets.
it is.
Yeah, yeah,
It's worth it.
yeah. It'll be worth it. So I'll.
It sticks around longer anyways.
Yeah, and like I don't want to be wasteful.
You taking
I
my
love
seat?
that.
But yeah, that'll be probably jump started in like the next 3 to 4 months in the spring,
fire.
and I'll have like a pop up and do a little runway show. Maybe we'll see. But regardless, like,
Would you consider it like a unisex brand or like?
I mean, like, right, we were talking about earlier, like, you don't have to define it as that. Like, you can make it work
Everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
for everybody. But if I'm making it for mostly women, like the height thing can be kind of tricky.
Okay.
So I would say mostly like, if you're shorter dude,
Okay.
I
cool.
guess that could work for you.
I fuck with that.
I mean, as you can see, this is a little bit more cropped, like the sleeves on the top. It was a little bit more cropped before your wrists. Just because like when you have longer sleeves, I think that's really annoying. And then a lot of people have tats or watches or jewelry, and they like to
wanna
show off, and you can do that with that particular
I like
piece.
that. Smart.
And then I'll have a coverall set coming out, and then the third piece will it's pending. We'll see. But those are the two major ones.
Nice.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Too.
Yeah, I mean it's
Invite us to the pop up.
of course you guys are invited. Yeah, everyone listening as well. But yeah, I mean the most difficult thing is to get it out of your head and start talking about it, right? And
100%.
figuring shit out. So
Shit, took us a year to do the podcast.
Honestly, it took us a while to like. We really had been trying to get this started. Well, like talking about this, putting it in motion, getting it started. Like it took us like
22.
at least 6 to 8 months
To
before we
make
actually
it
started
actually
recording
happen, yeah.
and then doing the work. So like we get it. Like
takes
it's
time.
and anything,
It takes time.
Anything that's worth like putting out, you want to make sure it's there. The quality, the craftsmanship, like you want
The message, everything.
yeah,
especially
especially
resonate.
yeah, especially if I'm putting my name behind it.
Exactly.
And money.
It's my company now. It's not like I'm working behind a brand and like I screw something up. It doesn't really matter.
It's on you, regardless. It's your brand.
Yeah.
So you have to work.
It all comes back on you. That's so true.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on that.
Yeah,
bro.
can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see it.
Thank
Can't wait
you.
to see it all come to fruition and when it comes out.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if it doesn't like work out or whatever, at least I did something that I wanted to do, and I'm gonna keep trying at it. Or if that doesn't
The
make me
experience
happy,
is not wasted at
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
Absolutely.
It is
Learning.
never wasted.
yeah,
all
and
learning
if it doesn't serve, that aspect of it,
It could serve somewhere else.
yeah,
You
I
never
mean,
know.
Yeah, as long as something gives you purpose every morning to like get out there, that's the most important thing. So that's how life is. You can't just get attached to like one thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of people,
Especially in this day and age, like people don't have, like rarely do people have the same job for fucking 30, 40 years anymore.
Yeah,
like people
not the
very
same.
rarely does that happen. People switch
Yeah.
careers, things, pathways every freaking 5 years, every other year. It seems
or if you work for a brand, like not in
Yeah.
my situation, but similar, right? Like you work for like an Adidas and Nike or sneakers and stuff. And who else said you?
I was a buyer at Stash.
Stash, right? People think like you work for a big brand like that, and then like when you like leave or something happens, they're like, oh, she's done.
Yeah.
That was her
But that was the
peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's never the case.
It
Like,
never
Absolutely
is.
not.
You just take that experience and go somewhere else and figure it out something else.
if anything, better, because
anything,
Yeah.
always better.
when you're not working for somebody
Believe it or not,
else,
that experience brought me to this. I mean, all of the knowledge I've learned over the years, like we talk about.
that's usually
You
how
know?
it begins. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm proud of you guys for
Thank
starting
you.
this too. You know,
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get into this or that, am just gonna mention that you have an amazing fucking dunk collection. Like you have one of like for like, we're women. So what is your favorite dunks that you have and like your most rare one?
two different questions with that.
Yeah.
My favorite, yikes, I don't know. I think actually the Dunk High, it was a Code JP. It was probably from like 2003. It's like a Knicks colorway.
Oh,
It's orange.
I know
I
what
know
you're talking
what you're
about.
talking about.
Royal blue. I really like those a lot.
You love orange.
Yeah, I
I
love
was like OJP collabs.
yeah, I was gonna say a close second to that, but it's something that I don't currently own, and it's very hard to get. It's the Orchard Street Dunk, the green and the orange.
I haven't seen that.
So it was like a whole guerrilla
trying to
marketing campaign where they like threw them on flagpoles in New York.
Yeah, please pull that
around
up. Yeah.
around the store, and
Remind
then
me.
they had posters set up on poles and shit like that, and I did like a presentation in college about it.
Sotheby's.
Yeah, fuck Sotheby's, man.
I'm dead.
So like when I was
fire.
Yeah, when I was in, so people always make fun of it. They're like, oh, it's just a custom. And I'm like, yeah, well, I fucking like it. So,
They're so fire.
yeah, so it's like a Brazil dunk high, and then they flipped it and made it a custom.
Yeah.
But I thought it was so cool how they launched it. I mean, that's why you like shoes, right? Sometimes.
So they like just threw them up on poles everywhere?
Yeah, I think just in that, where that Orchard Street area, like that. Is that, I think that's what the store was called, Orchard Street. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I thought it was like a skate shop or just like, you know, boutique. I don't recall. There's so many stores, like little small shops back in the day in New York. I mean, I'm
Greg Bennett. That's who said it did it.
Yeah, I did like a whole like presentation on it in college.
Yeah. That's dope.
I was so excited about it.
That's honestly, I've never heard of this story. Like I've been around for a long time, but like this says designed nearly 18 years ago. Like wow.
Because it was like a guerrilla marketing thing, so it had to do with the subject matter of my class. So that's why it was like a marketing class in business school, and yeah. Everyone was looking at me like I had 20 eyes on my face. Like, why is she doing a fucking presentation on a Nike release?
Yeah.
What is she talking about?
That's really cool.
Is he still at Stadium Goods?
Huh?
Oh, the guy who did this.
I don't know all that. See, all this information wasn't available when I was doing my presentation, but I did like a Nike ID to kind of mimic that one.
Yeah,
but I love
dope.
in general. I just love all dunk highs, like those, like white, orange, Syracuse, the golden rods, all that kind of shit. The high tops. That was like my shit, especially during that time you were talking about. Like that's around the time we should have been in college, like 2007 to like 2010, 11, that era. Like I was super like into dunks, especially Coach JP's.
Yeah.
The most rare pair I have would probably be the Deftones. Yeah, I have those. I got them in a trade like long time ago. But I wear them here and there, but I'm not really a huge fan of like the Deftones.
Yeah.
So
it's still just,
I mean, yeah. So if you're gonna do a pop quiz one day in real life, like I'm not gonna answer.
I'm not
I don't really give a fuck. I just got them in a trade, and like I always wanted them because of the colorway. Because back then you couldn't get black and green like that.
Yeah.
So that was the only available options, and whatever. Fuck.
That's dope. I love that.
Yeah. So yeah.
With a trade at that.
Yeah. So not really an SB
trade.
It was some cash and some OG airships.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, OG airships. That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
White and red, right?
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah,
worth it.
You notice I didn't mention SBs. There's other dunks out there.
I really was surprised.
Yeah.
Thought you were gonna
I mean, I have pretty much all the SBs, but I just don't have like the really rare, like the crazy ones, like the Paris or I have what the dunks, but I feel like really everybody has all this shit, right? Who has the summer everything Air Force One highs, or who has
there you
Coach
go.
APs from 2003?
Yeah.
Aside from skate,
when you've been collecting long as us too, though, you can appreciate things like this as well. You know what I mean?
Like it's lower price, and that's how you used to build a collection.
And it's cool supporting people.
That's how you build.
It's really fucking cool to support cool people.
Yeah, and before
Deep cut
these
shit that people don't really know about.
Yeah. And I think around when these came out, like back to back, like that's when I first heard about her through my friend AJ, and like he created like an exhibit. And
We've been talking about AJ a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what it would be.
You gotta get him on the pod.
Right? But he curated like an exhibit, I believe. That's what you would think it as.
Yeah.
And it was called like Shattered Glass or Shattered.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
And he featured one of the artists there was her, Lauren Halsey. And it was so dope. And it was like April of 2020, and these dropped before that. So then I actually got to see her work in real life. And
That's cool.
Yeah, it was super dope. So it was just like, if you can connect things in that way, like product, then it doesn't feel like such consumerism, capitalism, blah, 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 right? Like another chore, another thing to buy. It feels like you're more, connected with it, like a piece of art. because I can't afford her art.
That's so, yeah.
You know, I got these for like $89 on Nike.com.
I think like people don't realize that, especially like early episodes when people are making fun of us for being this and that and like, oh, shoes aren't sentimental. But like you said, like they are literally like to like some and like certain pieces, like it's a piece of art, especially when you get like certain collaborative shoes. Like, I mean, just like the original, like, you know, the Fortuas and all that. Like those are literally pieces of art that people have put out there.
Yeah. I mean, if you take out these insoles, it literally looks like some of her like
artwork. That's cool.
Because it's usually like a whole thing. It's not like one thing, right? You get what I mean? It's like not like one painting. It's like sculptures and little things, like details, and there's so much to it. So kind of reminds me of that.
Love it. Okay, we've been going on and on.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to wrap it up. We're gonna do.
Ooh, we still got more.
This or that.
We got one more.
We're gonna be quick.
One more, and we're done.
We pulled up. We didn't do a boxing. We pulled up a this or that. So I pulled up some pictures.
This or that. This is our new thing.
Yeah, we're gonna do this or that. So 2015 Chicago or 2016 Bread Band, whatever you want to call them. The majority went with the 2015 Chicago. There was like damn.
What was the other shoes? Sorry,
the 2016, Band, Bread, whatever you want to.
Nah, 2015 Chicago's for show.
Yeah. So J Tips, remember who fronted or what's the occasion?
Remember who fronted.
I really do like those a lot, but I really like the what's the occasion. I think I accidentally hit the what's the occasion. But yeah, remember who fronted one. I pulled up the Sean Witherspoon Air Max or the Atmos Air Max one from the Animal Pack. People really love the Sean's.
Of course.
I mean, I feel like that picture of the Animal Atmos Pack, because with the green lace, completely changes the shoe.
Had you put the 95 down, I would have voted. I would have voted for the 95.
I wasn't gonna put the 95, but I put the one just because the Sean. Yeah, true. That's literally the only reason. But I was gonna put them.
I voted for the Sean though.
Yeah,
but if it was a 95, I would have voted 95.
The Atmos Air Max.
I did
ones,
CDG.
Though, the 06 version. That version is the newer one.
I agree.
Yeah. Like Henny shoes right there.
Yeah, because
both of my shoes. Those are both of my shoes.
Yeah, I was like,
that's a Henny shoe.
This was a Henny post. I had to throw in Henny.
I said, look at her trying to do something for me.
I was.
Fashion.
Yeah.
These are fashion shoes.
Honestly, not a lot of people fuck with the Martine Rose, and I get it because you have to have a certain style to be able to wear those, and you wear them well.
Thank you.
She does.
So I would look like an
was that
idiot
it? Did I just do a quick few?
Yeah,
that must have been it.
But it was enough.
That was enough.
That's enough for this show.
Majority votes. We got like quite a bit of votes, and like surprisingly, we got like the most votes.
Look, after that light skin, dark skin, they like to vote now because they was being petty on that vote.
Did everyone vote for the light skin?
So they like it if it connects to racism.
Oh no, I think people just like when I come on the story and be petty because they're like,
not racism, colorism.
Colorism.
Yes, colorism. That was some colorism shit, but I was like, fuck it.
You guys got really excited over the colorism.
I mean, it would look when Janelle sent the post. I said, okay, this is going on the story right now.
I tried not to laugh at so because I was like, my non-black ass.
Did you
somebody's gonna be like, why is this bitch laughing?
Yeah, they're like, what is she again?
Not all the way white. So it don't matter.
People in the YouTube comments be coming for them, acting like they
tell us we're not black all the time.
We can't say the N word.
They're like, why are they saying that? Why are they saying that?
I know a Latino when I see one. Like, no, you don't, because nobody up here is Latina. But okay,
I can't say that. I'm not mixed. So disclaimer. Yeah, I'm not saying.
That's all them.
That's those two.
Oh, thank you so much, Anita, for coming.
Thank you.
This was a good episode.
Yeah. If you made it this far, thanks.
Holy shit! Yeah. Thanks for having me. That's my buddy.
But yeah, drop all the socials, Janelle.
All right. So make sure to follow us on Instagram at Sneaky Link Pod. Anita, would you like to drop your
social
at
for sure? Like please support the brand social, not my personal one. Jungly, JUNGLI. Where, and then my personal is Anita, and then Nota, NOTTA.
Hell yeah.
Make sure to follow.
Yes.
Also subscribe to our YouTube, and I hope you were watching us.
Yes.
Sneaky Link Pod. Also subscribe to our streaming
Apple
audio
Podcasts,
streaming platform, Apple Podcasts, and
Spotify.
Would you like us to be on somewhere else too? Like,
we pop in
Let
on
us
TikTok
know.
every
And
once
on
in a
like
while.
a ASMR
let us know if we
website.
should
Oh my God.
do another
Cash in.
We should be like
platform.
Yeah, just
We
start
should do a
whispering into the
Patreon,
mic.
honestly.
I don't know what Henny is doing with these dogs, but thank you guys so much. It's been a really fun episode. Tune in next time.
Next week.
Absolutely.
See you next time, guys.
Podcast.